Let me mansplain.
Oh my god. Becky, look at her.
Let Me Mansplain Podcast.
Hello?
But anyway, to start off the pod, bro, you know the weirdest thing is, you know, when you order from Pick and Pay ASAP, ne? And then sometimes they give you like, okay, they give you your order, whatever you ordered, and then they give you something extra for free or whatever. So if you buy alcohol, they give you a non-alcoholic beverage for free, or if you buy anything else like your normal groceries, they give you something extra for free, like a Stay Soft or whatever the case may be. So my thing is, this week they gave me Ingram's hands, knees, heels, and
elbows. But you've dated yourself. Shit, though. That's old. The one where they were in the mine. That's
bruh. No, but bro, like, you know, the thing that kind of fucks me up is that I've always noticed whenever I get handed my order from the brothers over the border,
damn,
their hands are always ashy as
order
fuck.
From the brothers over the border. Sensational.
Bruh, their hands are always ashy as fuck. So I'm like, you need this Ingram's more than me, buddy. So why am I getting this here?
Nah, but he can't get high off his own supply though, because he's literally just a distro, bro. You can't chow the plug's things, bro. You can't chow the plug's stock.
Oh, this is an Ingram sachet. It's not even like an actual like tub or anything. It's just a sachet. It's a tester. So it's like, just give it to them to actually just get their hands good. Because whenever I'm taking my order, I'm like, this nigga's hands are ashy as a motherfucker.
You know, when you said tester, I just thought of Santa and Dave.
Why?
I grew up in Streatham. Teachers were giving men tests.
Yes,
Same time mandem were taking out testers. I got paintings giving men stress.
I'm gonna listen to that later when I'm sitting. I'm gonna listen to that. Yeah.
Oh man, what a banger, bro. And I feel like, low key. I talked to my mans about this. Like we've lost, like, you know how where we are now as a people, we always onto the new thing and the next new thing so quickly. We jump from this trend to this trend and this album to this album, and so many people have almost entered the creators economy that content is consistently being churned out 24/7. I think we've lost the ability to appreciate classics, like go back. Like it's almost like we are in a space now where, not that it's uncool, but consuming the newest thing is like the best thing to do. Like we've forsaken quality for the sake of something new.
I get that, but it's like people like me, I don't give a damn. Because even today, like just now, I was listening to Kendrick's, like, okay, what happened was that back in, I think it was like 2017 or 2018, Kanye said that he was going to drop Yandi or whatever that album was, and then he didn't. But what actually came was a surprise Kendrick drop with all of his throwaways. And there's this one song called Gang Member that's, whenever I put people onto it, they're like, yo, and they try to find it, they can't find it anyway. Because he dropped it that day, didn't put it on DSPs, nothing. So I'm just like, I still listen to that shit, bro. I was listening to OJ Cole today, Tears for ODB, drug induced poetry. What's the use? Stronger from the drug abuse. What was me? Like,
hey, tears for ODB, drug induced poetry. What's the use? Strung out from that drug abuse. What was me? 80s baby, so I know my pops was getting high.
Bro, I like it. Feels like I can feel where I was, not even, and I don't even focus on where I was at the time, but it's just, I like, bro, it's like look listening to the quality or the quality difference. It's like today I was listening to J. Cole's Truly Yours EP. He dropped 3 EPs plus Born Sinner all in 1 year. But anyway, people forget about that. But anyway, in the Truly Yours EP, he has a song with 2 Chainz called Chris Tucker. And he's rapping the same way that he's rapping today. It's just that he didn't do it often. And he was going fast and then bar for bar. You know what I'm saying?
Next time I'ma flip the script, kick some shit that's gonna shock her. You so tall, what team do you play for? No, bitch, I'm a doctor. Flow hella proper, cold never flop. Nah, float like a propeller, no helicopter shit. Not stick like a bow-legged chick, stick dick to a gold nigga, won't give a dollar. Fuck your nine, I'm a whole different caliber. Niggas say they pop, but they don't fit their collars up. Read a book, get your knowledge up. Book a flight, get your mileage up, bitch nigga.
So I'm like, Elsie, people didn't know that J. Cole always had this in his arsenal. It's just that you had to listen to him carefully. So that's, and I'm just gonna bring it back to what you were saying. I'm like, it's because people just never knew. Like, they can listen to the old school shit, but they're more conditioned to new shit. But then the new shit is now bad. So now we have to go back.
And also, like what you just said now, listen carefully. Niggas don't listen carefully. Niggas just speed run through music, through new albums, through new anything. And then my question is, 10 years, 15 years from now, because we speed running through the music and the content we have, and we never sit and take it in, and then we never re-listen to it. So it never really sits with you, and you can't tie to a moment. Because I can listen to old Drake tracks, I can listen to old Style P things, and I can remember things. Obviously, not to make myself sound like an unk, but when I listen to old Style P tracks, it was tracks when I first discovered them, they were still old, but they're tied to specific memories and a specific period of my life when I listened to it over and over again. So when I listen to it now, I'm tapping back into that. But if you're just speed running through all the albums, all the playlists, all the things that you're meant to watch or enjoy, and then you're moving on to the next project, to the next project, to the next project, in 10 years, 15 years, you didn't store the memory almost. It's like when you're playing PlayStation 2 and you switch off your PlayStation and you didn't have a memory card and now you have to start again, bro. And I'm thinking about how sad it is, because like when you listen to music and you store it and you have memories with it and you do stuff with it, it's almost like you're saving a memory that you can always access. Like it's not going to be top of your mind, but you'll go back to it. Like honestly, there was like a week or two ago, like I was traveling for work, man. And I'm an unk. Like this is where you can see I'm an unk. Like my phone has.
Stop being an unk at 28, bro.
No, but hear me out. Like there's songs that back in the Toxic Web days and the whatever. What was the other one we used to? Was it Audio Castle? Wherever.
MP3 juices, all of those. Yeah.
It was like when I used to download full albums and I'd keep them on my phone. And every time I got a new phone, I just copy, do a phone clone, and there's tracks on there that I didn't know that I had that are not on Spotify. And sometimes, like when I'm on my Spotify, I go to my library and I was just playing there. And then this joint from, I think, Lil Sim's first album came out, I think Mandarin Oranges. And then I remember just getting stoned, bro, in first year, bro. And it's just with the sun shining, getting stoned, debriefing with the gents after a lit evening, and just all these wave of memories just hit you back. And you just look at yourself where you are now and where you were, and you're like, damn, man, I came a long way. And this is like all the things that we are losing, the recipes that we are losing right now. The ability to appreciate old things, we're losing that, and it's going to cook us in 10 to 15 years. Because that's one thing, when I look at my parents, they're able to do that so well. These people will crank out a tune from the mid-80s, late 90s, early 90s, and they'll listen to it like it just dropped, the way they're so happy.
Well, yeah, because at their time, like the music industry was serious. They actually curated great music back then. So they have an even better, and that's what I was going to say. It's like, you can't call everyone unk if you listen to old music, because when we grew up, we were still listening to Biggie and Tupac, etc., because the music was just that good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like you can't really blame your end, not blame, but you can't really look at your ends and say, well, yeah, their music, or they listen to their music all the time, so they stuck to it. It's not necessarily the memories, and especially for us, because we listen to rap more. It's just the bars, of course, and we're only catching them now because those guys were our age when they were rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So now you're starting to catch some shit, and like, yes, there are memories to it, but then it's like there's certain songs that just like hit me out of nowhere. Like random J. Cole songs hit me out of nowhere. You see, one of the most random songs that hit me was Diamonds from Sierra Leone remix.
Oh yes,
Kanye,
yes.
Jay-Z. Jay-Z floated on that shit. And then I just did my homework on a bit more of Jay-Z. I'm like, hey bro, this song is sampled by this person. Hey bro, this line, someone else said this line. I'm like, hey bro, everyone took some shit from Jay-Z, and this is why they hold him in such high regard. Because whether it's a beat, whether it's a bar, whatever the case may be, it's most likely coming from Jay-Z, because he had all of that shit in his music. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like back then, yes, it was higher quality because people gave a shit about the music industry. And then now we have niggas like Timbaland creating AI artists and all of that. So it's kind of like watered down and there's no emotion. But There's one person I want to highlight that is giving me that nostalgic feel today. And I'm so happy I'm this age when I heard this album. Leon Thomas. You fuck with
Oh
Leon
yes.
Thomas?
Oh, I fuck with Leon Thomas so much. That new joint is your Matt.
Oh my
Matt,
gosh.
bro.
Toxic accountability. You see,
Bro.
when there's that balance where you can hear with Umchita just kick it Umchita and he's saying some fuck shit to her, but then you know that the way he's saying it, she's gonna take it as a sweet way, even though he's saying some fuck shit.
Sensational.
You know what I'm saying?
That nigga, man. I'm so glad you mentioned that dude, man. That dude has been in my playlist.
I've been watching that nigga since teenage
Victorious.
days when he was
They're
a
on the
Victorious.
Nucleone. Yeah.
Victoria will come and sing some cock and he'll just slide in out of nowhere into the scene and sing like an angel. You know what I'm saying, bro? All right, bro. Leon Thomas, Bob. Hey. And that's what I'm saying. I'm so happy because, and I'm glad that I'm this age when I heard his album because I hear every little single thing he says, bruh. On this joints, yes, it is. When I'm talking to you, I don't know what to say, but I can talk to a stranger and took my whole life away. Oh, bruh. Opening bars. I'm like, shit, Yazzie, when you're with your chick, sometimes you won't say much. But to a stranger, you can tell her your whole life, or to a new chick that you meet, you can tell her your whole life story. You know, just small things like that. And he's catching us on that, catching us on his ability to actually fucking sing, which a lot of R&B singers can't do, and fucking produce. He sounds like, the thing is, with Leon Thomas, he sounds like a lot of different people, but done by him.
Yeah. It's like, I had because I was listening to his newest album yesterday, né? And that the thought came in my mind, like, Matt.
The deluxe, the deluxe.
Yeah, the one with disc 1 and disc 2.
Yeah,
so
the deluxe just came out. Yeah.
It's like nigga is using. It's like the nigga is a producer at heart, and he's just using his voice like a tool, as if he would use a piano or an instrument as a tool. He's like, it's not that he's a singer, but he's just using his voice to get the sound that he wants. And that sounds like some dumb shit to say, but it's almost to say like, this nigga is a producer before he is a singer. It's like, no one else can do this vocal thing or this vocal performance like I can. They can't get what's in my mind, so let me just do it myself type of thing.
Yeah, because he came up as a songwriter at first, and then because he was written for Drake and all these guys. And then you see a song that you can hear is him, but he didn't sing on it, but he won a Grammy for it. Snooze by SZA. I can't lose. You can hear it's him because he does this thing with his voice in the background, which becomes like an ad-lib kind of. You know what I'm saying? And he speeds up the pitch and then he puts it there. And it's also the way he sings. I'm glad that he actually he can actually sing. He's a strong singer. He's not no whack shit. Because when he gets on his guitar and he performs, he does what he needs to do. His tiny desk was amazing. He had a ting there at his tiny desk. Oh, just my type, my size. I move. But before we
if it's all my type, my size, buying king.
Right? No, even my chick almost Joan Costella because I was posting that hunt specifically. Yo, bro.
But why you have to be that nigga? If it's me, post anything, if it's INZ, whatever.
Oh, an American singer. I'm
wow.
posting a tiny disc. I'm not posting the girl herself. I'm posting a tiny disc, and I didn't say shit. I just posted the video itself, and then I get a smiley face. She quoted the shit and put a smiley face. I'm like, okay, I'm fucked.
Yo, but Sneak, bro. Like, do you know the last album? I think it was Electric Dust.
Oh my gosh.
Now it was sneak, and a sneak. Dog.
There's one thing I like about Leon Thomas the most is that he's saying some real nigga shit. Like, you know, because there's some or a lot of R&B artists are taught to pander to women. You know what I'm saying? He will say that shit, but then in a toxic way, it's like, yes, I cheated, but you still look. Yes, I can admit I cheated, but you still keep coming back type shit. I like that shit about him. Oh man, I know. Like, you see, he signed to low Ty Dolla, so I'm not mad at that because that's what Ty Dolla does. Oh, Ty Dolla in a random song, he'll sing "Fuck that nigga," and it's like, "Oh, cheater." You broke. Oh, you see, like that's how I like the surprise of you have a nice voice, but then you're gonna sing some gangster shit. I like that.
And low key, I've noticed R&B has suffered like monetarily and on the charts because all the best R&B singers and all the most talented ones are toxic niggas, man. And Jordy's they conflicted about that.
They were always bro. If you look back, Trigger, Breezy, all of these guys. Tank wasn't overtly toxic or anything, but yeah, true. Everything was about love back then. Now it's you see who changed that? Janae, Weeknd, Drake, those three.
Yeah, because niggas like Joe, Boys to Men, all those niggas were like sing-songy, put that woman first type niggas, and then niggas now party. You listen to Party, bro.
You're doing that thing, you're doing that thing, you're doing that thing, you're doing that thing again. Moving that tongue with that ring again. Treat her stomach to Michelin, she from Michigan, but she tastes like water.
You're doing that thing, you're doing that thing, you're doing
Toxic
that thing
nigga
again. But
toxic nigga, Drizzy, toxic nigga.
If
Trey Songs, Chris Breezy, this Leon Thomas nigga, Slide.
Oh, actually, someone who isn't toxic. Well, let me not say in real life because he is in real life, but someone who isn't toxic in his music and actually makes real R&B. Jacquees. Listen to Jacquees.
Jacquees.
Baby making music that's like he sings.
Brent Fires.
He
fell off. He fell off. Sure.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when he first came out, what's that? Sonder? Was it Sonder
Son? Oh man, classic that shit. But it's because I think maybe his songwriting was better. It's just now that he's given us some time to breathe, I realize that he really can't sing. I'm like, okay, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
it doesn't matter about niggas who can't sing. We're gonna get to the mansplain thing. We're gonna let this ism ring. And always let it be a sensational thing.
Sensational.
And as always, I have to enter before I get to the placenta.
Where did this even come from?
Nah, man, we didn't intro the show, man. I'm saying
that placenta line. Where is that come from?
No, man, there's not a lot of things I could think of after I said enter. I feel like the moment enter left my mouth, man, I had to start thinking about something else to follow it up. But anyway, as always, man, it's yours truly, the most unruly Bavaria area. Just get it.
Yo, man, this is Wesley Sniper. I shoot him from a distance like Roberto Carlos.
And as always, this is the world's most sensational podcast.
Sensational.
The Let Me Mansplain Podcast, where everything goes, just as long as you can mansplain it. We in.
Bruh. You know some random shit before we actually get into our real topics. Some random shit I thought of.
Hey, but nigga, what is this? Has been real topic. So you're calling the other ones fake, my boy?
We're just talking, we're just chatting. But I'm just saying, to like, as the avatar, Uang, don't you feel like that's just an Asian version of depicting what we go through as Africans?
Whoa! Where are you going with this? Cook.
Like in WWIII, 999.
Ooh.
Because he has to call on them for him to get guidance, Sebo.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying? To make him stronger.
But low key, it's more of an Asian thing because we never went in too deep on the reincarnation joint.
True. Now that's what I'm saying. He's an Asian version of us.
Fair enough. But that one was also one of those things of we can't appreciate old content because niggas are always trying to remix good stuff. They can't just make new good stuff. Like the fact that they tried to make it a live action and then they fumbled it. It's like, no, just go back to that. Like what happened to the recipe of SAPC2? Like you'd have an existing thing and then you'd play it every day at 5 o'clock until it was done. And then you'd let things go. And then 5 years later, you come back with that same thing. And then you play it again. I don't understand why niggas can't do that anymore. Until you find something new that's actually quality, just bank on the stuff that you've already done that's actually quality.
And Cora pissed me off because she never listened and got her powers taken away, got all the avatars extinct. Yo, she pissed me fuck off.
Fet. What much so much was Fet? Underground gang, Fet, Kumi Plug, or
Bruh.
Billy Plank, Dotty
It was-
Plug.
They literally did a whole like it's like they went all the way back to the Garden of Eden, and then Eve listened to the snake and then got her powers taken away.
Facts. I never
Aye,
did
man.
it that way. I
Nah,
never
man,
did
Cora-
it. That is such
Cora-
a hits blunt statement.
Bro, Cora really pissed me off, bro. Like, especially when people keep resurfacing the fact that she allowed that dangerous nigga into her life to take away her powers. Yo, piss me off, bro.
All of it pissed me off, man. Even this thing of these lesbian storylines and the fact that Cora was a trish, bro. Cora got hit by the whole squad. The whole squad.
Called up Bonnie Blue.
Ha! Yo, dog. Yo, hey, yo, ha, yeah, fun. Ha, man, fun. Did you see what has been going on with Bonnie Blue?
Only just, but my question is, what was she trying to do that made everyone go up in arms to the point that she got banned or whatever or suspended?
I think
From OnlyFans.
I think the competition saw that they don't have the love of the game. They don't have the love of the game. That hunt has the love of the game.
Ima, what was she trying to do on OnlyFans? Like, what was the content that she was trying to do?
Okay, you know what? Let me actually fact check.
Because she said, like, I saw the headlines, but I didn't really pay attention because I'm not too deep in this OnlyFans life. And then
None
like,
of us are.
exactly like when you were actually explaining that, or when I actually saw that, I did like a bit of a deep dive, and I didn't know so many South African chicks are on OnlyFans. Like,
Yeah, and they failed.
bro, you can fuck around and catch one that was on OnlyFans, bro. Like, that's how deep it runs. I'm like, how yo, bro, like that rabbit hole. I really, not that I don't wish I went. Like, I actually prefer seeing South African women in term compared to like European or American women in terms of like porn or like stuff like that, graphic content. I don't know why.
Alright.
Yeah, but anyway.
All right, so no, man, I don't take this so seriously. But I just opened a news article that's called Hindustan Times, bro.
The biggest corners of all time.
No, man, no. We're not gonna read that. We're not gonna read that. All right.
The biggest
Okay, so-
corners of all time.
Okay, E-Online. All right, E-Online. It says adult star Bonnie Blue, who has had sex with 1,057 men in a day. Damn. Has been permanently banned from OnlyFans after her latest stunts went viral for all the wrong reasons. The 26-year-old OnlyFans creator was allegedly planning to break her own record by sleeping with 2,000 men in a day in a content piece called Bonnie Blue's Petting Zoo.
Damn.
Damn, son. Okay, so she wanted to break records. You see, this is my problem, man. This is my problem, that you have a real fucker who's going for the Ballon d'Or. She's going for the whole Ballon d'Or.
For the
man.
love of the game, straight.
For the love of the game, bro. Like, for me, it's like, this is my problem with this whole OnlyFans thing.
Sensational.
Is that
bars.
the real hoes who want to double down and do this for the love of the game are punished. But the ones who are posting soft things and having nerds in the background run the page for them to get the numbers, they're the ones who are getting the big bucks. Because I saw like what the top earning one, and I forgot her name. What's the top earning one? There's this white girl. Wait, top earning. Sophie Rain, there we go. She was complaining, and a lot of the porn people were complaining that Bonnie Blue's taking it too far, blah blah blah. And she's seeing that the competition is cooking her. She wants to put financial fair play in porn, bro. Because 2,000 niggas, man, they can't compete. They don't have the facilities.
No, that's true. And also, it's like they just don't want to do the work. And then now that they're saying, oh shit, niggas just actually want to watch you. And like, yes, they are afraid on one hand for she is going to take a lot of our viewers and she is going to make more money. But in the same breath, they're just scared that, oh no, so now our viewers are going to want that shit from us too. And we're going to have to start doing more instead of just do a tease and then just get the money from the corners. You know what I'm saying?
But also at the same time, there's a chat about women's rights and whatever. And my thing is like, bro, the cat's already out of the bag. You've presented OnlyFans as this platform where you can do any type of content and you won't be limited to anything as long as you have paying customers who are willing to engage your content. You're fine. Excuse me, I choked. Pause.
You sneezed. Bless you.
Yeah, well, let's go with that. Let's go
Okay.
with that. Let's go with that. I sneezed.
Yeah.
But the fact that the cat has already been out of the bag, we've watched. Okay, not me
And
personally.
we've all
but
seen her cats.
yeah, we've all seen it. We've seen everything. We've seen all types of deranged content on that demonic site. But now that we are now calling a fine line, bro, I don't think that fine line is going to do very well. And also, it's just going back to the point of, bro, we're in the end times, bro. We're in the end times. Like, how are you as a nigga fit standing in a line of 1,000 other niggas? And some of the niggas, and one of the clips that are around on Twitter, and it's one of those things where it's like, huh, what is this? And then you see it, and I'm like, oh my God, niggas are eating cats. There's 1,000 of you, and you eating cats.
Oh, you nasty.
Nah, man, she recreated that meme of the 1,000 niggas standing in line to fuck, and the nigga at the end has the flowers.
Oh man, that's insane, bro. For that to actually happen.
Nah, man, like, you're a wild boy if you're gonna chow and another nigga has already clapped. And also at the same time, it's the same thing of a train. It's like, why would you want to be the last person in the train? You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas have already beat that thing up and whatever. It's like, you know, okay.
Wait, my nigga. Why do you want to be any person on a train? Any person.
Oh, of course, in general, you don't want to be in a train. But in general, I'm saying with the niggas that do it, why would you be the last person? And also, like, in order to actually get your turn, you'd be like, hey, excuse me, dog. Hey, dog. Ish. You know what I'm saying? Just to put your dick in, like, yeah, nah, dog, I'm cool.
Okay, so where is if we have to put like a wild boy section, where's the wild boy section? Is it the first 50, the first 100, the first 200, the first 500? Where's it? Where? At which point does it become wild? Is it you're the first nigga and then you leave, or
that's not wild at all? When you're the first nigga, you get everything you need. You bust your nuts, you can vibe without anything. I would say after the 10th nigga, because now the coach is already damaged on the inside.
Aibo, nigga. So nigga number 8 is not a wild boy, in your opinion?
No, he is definitely a wild boy, but at least he's not number 10.
Hi, bro. What happens at number 10? He came instead of come.
Sensational.
Yeah,
instead of come. Nah.
So who he in number 10? Who he came? What is so special, bro? In my opinion, you're a wild boy for even signing up. From when she's giving auditions, bro, you're a wild boy from that point. Like, bro, you're a wild boy when you wake up in the morning, you eat your Kellogg's, you get in your car, you drive to the location. You're a wild boy even then. You're a wild boy as you hit the doorbell and say, hi, Bonnie, I'm here. You're a wild boy even then. You're a wild boy even before you take your pants off. Whether you're number 1 or number 1,000 or number 1,050, whatever, and 1,050,000 or whatever, bro, you're a wild boy either way, all the way.
After from number 2, you are a wild boy. From number 2.
No, nigga, no, because I don't think you understand. It's not a line. These niggas are all in there at the same time like a pack of lions, bro.
No, Pillar, they have to take turns. You all can't stuff your dick into one coach, man.
Yeah, but niggas will stuff it somewhere else. Niggas will find an armpit. Niggas will find, bro, real gooners, bro. You underestimate the ingenuity of real gooners and the tenacity of a real gooner. A real gooner will be highly resourced and find any excuse and place to goon. My man, for me, you're a wild boy. And like the moment you see the ad for auditions and the thought goes into your mind to sign up. You see when you go on the website and then it says sign in with Google and you thinking about clicking that option. Bro, from that point, wild boy.
Bro, even from the first time that she did it, niggas, like, she told niggas not to, like, you can't finish on her face or anything, and niggas still nutted in her eye and everything, bro. Her eyes were red and all that shit. And it's like, okay, now you need to actually have a regulator / facilitator to stop niggas from doing that, because now you need to think of yourself at the same breath. You still want to create content, so it is what it is. Like, bro, it's even difficult to watch double penetration on porn, because it's like, how can, like, you put your dick where another nigga's dick currently is, and then you guys rub it together? Like, does it not, like, man,
crazy, bro. It shows the fact that we can talk about this, and this is almost like not that it's a common theme or common conversation piece, but this is something that exists, that everyone knows exists, and you can mistakenly be on Twitter and see this thing existing and happening. Bro, we need to start again, bro. We really do. And the fact, bro, and another thing that I like when you mentioned the South African chicks thing, man, like, I'm not gonna lie, that's some loser shit. That really is some loser shit. Bro, it's loser. Like, being on OnlyFans, you're a loser already. Fine, cool. Next. Being a failed OnlyFans. No, you're a real loser. You're a real loser. Because think of it from this perspective, bro. Like, as a hun, getting niggas to pay to get some ass is like one of the easiest hustles you can ever run. Whether you get that nigga to take you out on a date or buy you this or Kupama wings or Sabawal pizza, whatever, huns are running the scam on different levels and niggas are participating, right? So you're telling me that just look at the average hun on Twitter or whatever, have 1,000 followers, 2,000 followers. Bro, you can't convince 2,000 niggas to give you at least 5 rand, 10 rand, or 50 rand every other month with titties. You can't convince 1,000 niggas.
Yeah, I think that's the thing I actually really like about South Africans, because yes, they do exist on OnlyFans, but the reason why they fail is because we have so much real life connections to women that we're not like Americans where they can have the connection to the woman, but the gooners more specifically are more specifically hell-bent on gooning. Like, gooning is their thing. In SA, yes, there are a lot of gooners, but they will have a young thing, even an injury time chick to tell her what they need to do. Where, like, that's what I'm saying. In SA, it's actually better if you sell sex more than you sell naked pictures or naked videos. You know what I'm saying?
But even then, they try to lie to us to say, they always lie to us, say, no, South African men are broke. We have all these foreign guys who are buying. And I'm like, even those foreign niggas, 50 rand is even easier to a foreign nigga because their currencies are probably stronger. And you still can't convince 1,000 niggas to just give you $1. 1,000 niggas to give you $1.
Right, and you know the thing that really fucks me up is that, you know, if you're scrolling on social media, especially Twitter, it's like, okay, you see a thing, and then you click on the profile, you already see 50K followers and a link. And it's like, why can't you just be a thing and be normal? Like, country, like, okay, sure, there's those rare cases. And actually, you know, I don't want to put her in this conversation of OnlyFans, but you know, a thing, like someone who's really a thing, but then your Twitter niggas act like she isn't because, like, you know, she's one of those feminist intellectual ones. I don't know this chick.
Yeah.
Oh, Naleti Banban.
Oh, Mashishi.
Yeah, fire. Fuego, my type, my size.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh my gosh, a nerdy chick with glasses, light skin. Fuck out of here. But anyway.
Dreads.
Bruh. Oh, on top of that. Well, yeah, I've kind of.
No, like I think at this point it's like one of those things where niggas need to grow up, I think.
Facts.
And niggas need to realize that a lot of the social media stuff is just a personality. I wouldn't do it purely because that type of energy is not something I need around my life, but a lot of this, it's some of them, they're really gone, bro. Some of them, there's no coming back. Like, they drank that Kool-Aid and they're never gonna undrink it. But for a lot of them, bro, it's just a thing.
Bro, I want to stop you there. I don't like it when you say drank that Kool-Aid. Let's make it South African. Drank that Kool-Aid.
That Kool-Aid. Sensational.
Because I know back then, Kool-Aid, the Kool-Aid. But bro, I want to introduce.
I put it's not even Kool-Aid, it's Oros. Because Kool-Aid, you put it in the water and you mix it. They drank the Oros.
Yeah, some niggas dilute it too much. For some people, it's too strong. Yeah.
Until it makes them choke, just like how Blondie Blue was. Oh, come on, bro. That was a setup.
Excuse me. Yeah, I paused it too early.
Guava.
Mango. Lemon. Nazi. Nazi. Guava. Mango. Mango. Lemon. Nazi. Guava. Mango. Lemon. Nazi.
Mango. Bro. I want to bring in a new segment now. And
Cook.
basically the segments, it won't happen every week, but whenever we have to say something, it'll come up. So this new segment is basically homie courts, but since everyone uses homie courts, I want to call it You Will Be Judged. We can always change the name just to fit what we're talking about. But this segment, I want to bring up some sus shit that a nigga said.
Sus or not?
No. Not even not. Things that are sus that I think are sus. But if you try to break it down and think too much, it might make sense. But I want to bring it to the sensationalists. Sensationalists, please, on Twitter or wherever, even on Spotify, please let me know. We'll start here with me and Bavaria. Please let me know if this is sus or not, right? So this homie, we call him Professor X, just for the sake of just. So Mans was Bavaria, you know him. So Mans was just talking about how he's gonna have a hand over wada. Cool. So we were just planning like a link up or whatever, and then he's like, okay, yeah, so I'm gonna pull up maybe like at 4 or whatever after. Oh yeah. Oh no, I'll pull up at 4. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he says, Ish, bro, can we like shift the time to 7 p.m. because I have a dick appointment tomorrow.
He said he was gay, so what?
You see what I'm saying? I'm dying here. I'm like, oh, what? He's like, yeah, a dick appointment. I'm like, what?
No.
Bro, I'm like, no, bro, read what you said again. Bro, I kept telling him. He just kept trying to act like, oh, yeah. I'm like, bro, read exactly what you said again. You have like dick appointments. He's like, yeah, I'm administering this. I'm like, no, that's not what it means.
Gay.
That's not what it means. You say you have a pussy appointment because you have organized and you've set an appointment with the pussy. You didn't organize with the dick. She has a dick appointment. You don't, my nigga. Hey, bro. Bruh, you know what I'm talking about now.
Ball over.
You know what I'm talking about now.
No ways, man.
You know who I'm talking about now?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, man, I need to shout at that nigga. How do you say such things?
I took a screenshot.
Yo,
bro. I'm busy trying to bro. Like, listen, bro. I'm listening to music. I'm busy trying to type of documents here, bro. I'm graphing. Here's this nigga says, "Oh yeah, I have a dick appointment." I'm like, I'm sorry.
Bro,
like,
even the music on the earphones, bro. Even the music on the speaker.
I paused.
And
I yanked out my earphones. I'm like, wait, what's going on? I'm like, hold on, bro. And he's like, he keeps trying to big himself. I'm like, no. Read what you said. I even highlighted it. I put it in bold. I'm like, hey, bro,
you've read something outrageous, bro, where you need to take off the music and stop what you're doing to hear it properly. Like, it's not even an audio form, but like, you have to be quiet to read this again to make sure that you've understood it.
Bro, that's like Muriel in Courage the Cowardly Dog saying, "Oh, Courage, let me put on my glasses so I can hear you clearly."
Yeah.
Hey, bro, that shit fucked me up so much. Sensationalists, please let me know.
No, bro, there's nothing to let. There's nothing to let us know, bro. I'm declaring, so I'm taking martial law to say it's that's insane, bro. That is insane, man. That's insane.
Bro, I'm dying here in my chair, bro. I legit stop. I put everything down. I'm dying. I'm laughing here. I'm like, no, bro, you don't get it. It's like, yeah, I know. I'm administering. It's like what happens when a doctor, like, if someone says they have an appointment with a doctor, I'm like, because she has to say that she has a dick appointment, not you.
Yes. Like, a doctor doesn't say, if a doctor is going to give surgery, he doesn't say, I have a surgery appointment, or I have to go. Okay, no, a doctor's
no. A doctor's not going to say I'm going to surgery. More specifically, if let's say he's talking to us, because in the medical field they know what's going on.
No. Rather, let's say
a
doctor won't say to another doctor when he's going to see a patient, I have a doctor's appointment. He's saying, I'm going to see a patient.
Facts. I have an appointment, or I have a patient coming through now. Facts.
You won't say I have a doctor's appointment.
Bro, like legit, I even just pushed my chair back. I'm like, what's going on here? I'm like, this nigga's still not getting it. He's still trying to explain. I'm like, bro, read what you just said. Yo, bro,
this one is something I actually wanted to discuss. It's an old one. We all know it, but on the sus meter, bro, like the Diddy thing where Diddy said he wanted to invite 50 Cent for shopping. Like, is that sus?
You just, oh, of course, because it's Diddy.
No, okay, take out Diddy. Because I remember I low-key did the same thing.
What?
With one of my boys.
What? Wait, what?
No, I didn't buy him stuff, but I was like, I was gonna go to get cop stuff, clothes, whatever. I was like, oh, do you wanna come through? I'm gonna go there. Wanna hit shopping with me? And then it was like, all right, let's go. Then we went, and then we were trying on shoes, doing this. We copped a little bit of swag. We copped a little bit of clothes.
It's different compared. It actually depends. If you were facilitating and paying for everything, then yes, it's kind of sus.
But even if you like, but the text was, bro, do you want to go shopping?
Wait, so you were paying for everything?
I didn't pay for everything. We bought our own stuff, but
okay.
The thing is like, bro, let's go. Let's go shopping, bro.
No, bro, like, especially the way you explain it, you're like, hey, dog, guys, I want to check out these kicks when I pull up. A lot of niggas won't, of course, but then it's like, if it's a nigga, if it's your homie and it's like, okay, sure, you have the time, then okay, cool, you can go ahead and do that. But if you just start off by saying, hey, bro, let's go shopping.
Loki, it did start like, hey, I'm about to hit Gateway, let's go shopping.
All right, bro, that's like saying good night to a nigga, bro. That's like calling niggas. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Bro, and my chick wants me to do that when she's around. She wants me to try that on one of the homies. I'm like, no,
bro, that's so crazy because that exact same thing happened to me. I'm like, bro, I'm not calling my niggas, man, to do some nonsense. It's like, no, just a prank. I'm like, bro, I'm not calling my niggas to do that, man.
Bro,
like, imagine me ringing you up, like, bro, like, say always, good night, Stoneham,
I'll just drop the phone. I won't even ask too many questions. I'll first no, actually, I'll ask if you're drunk. I'll be like, how say yeah, in. And then if you say what's hi, no, dog, I just saying good night. I'll be like, okay, sure, drop the phone. I don't have time for weird shit. Like, when you see the clips on social media, niggas actually stayed. Like, the funniest one to me. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of KZN ones that were funny as shit. But then the American ones, bro, the Americans are just swearing at niggas. One nigga's like, what's wrong with you, fuck nigga? I'm like, hey, bro. Oh, no, bro.
But small guy is sending a voice note to the group chat on Christmas saying Merry Christmas, bro. If it's a match, that's like, bro, you can't do soft shit to your niggas, man. Like, low key, even if you like, if you dap a nigga and you hug him.
It's just a tap. It's a pat on the back.
It's a tap, like a proper, or the fist, like you do a fist on his back.
Yeah.
But the one where I saw one where it was like a prank. I don't know how long ago this circulated, but the nigga did that, and then he did that gentle rub on the nigga's back. The way the nigga jumped back, bro, I'm like, hi man, I'm doing that much.
That's all I know, bro. Niggas took the shit. Yes, okay. If it's from the outside looking in, or from like the woman's perspective, it looks crazy. But it's like, why are you touching me like that?
Like, there's certain things, bro. There's just certain things that feel sus. Like another one, like when you're dapping a gent, bro. Yabo, dapping a gent, but then it doesn't make the clap sound, and it's kind of like soft, and then his hands just flow in your hands, bro. That feels sus to me.
It flows in your hands.
It just flows in your hands, bro. It's just like buttery, bro. Like his fingers are buttery in your hands. Like, make your fingers hard in my hands. Pause.
Hey, yo. But, bro, like, like the South African dap, like, for me, it's like, it's either, even if the normal dap is weird when we're drawing the hands, but at least make the thumbs click, bro.
Sure. Click, thumbs, and then you click afterwards. Yes.
Yeah. You click the thumbs. As long as you click the thumbs, or you do the thumb parts, then showcase. I know you're a real nigga. It's just that right now your grip isn't really. You know what I'm saying? But if you just like one of my homies from back in the day, you try to dap him up, it'll just be like he's brushing your hand, like he's just wiping the sweat off your hands. It's like, what the fuck?
I hate that one, because there's the one where you dap and then you kind of bring your hands out, and then your fingers touch, and then you. They're supposed to click at the end. That's how you know.
Yes.
Like, you curl your hand at the end. Pause. You curl it up so that it mixes.
No, bro, like for me,
I hate the one where it just slides. Niggas just slide their hand on.
Bro, like for me, like from high school, I was doing the fist pound one because that's just easier, yeah, bro. But if it's like around real niggas, then I do. Like, okay, if it's around my homies, then I'll do the one where the thumb comes up and we both click.
Yeah, like you click on the other side of your hand, then you click.
And then you come back and then do the last click with your thumb. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and maybe the middle finger too, if you guys are homies like that.
Yeah. The middle
And
finger
then-
click when your hands are separating. Yes, I hear that.
Exactly. And then there's the other one where it's just the normal one where I don't do the extra click, or we don't do the extra click, the normal like click with the middle finger and the thumb, but it's just and then the thumbs at the end will do the click or do the sharp. That's salute. When you do salute with the thumb, that's fine with me, and I know you're a real nigga. But if you just wipe your hand on me, I'm like, bro, are you wiping your hand sweats on me? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I think that's what has made me now stick to fist bumping niggas. I don't know, because niggas have all types of weird ways, man.
Bro, and it might be the hand that they score more with that morning. So,
bro, at least I hope niggas at least wash their hands for their skomora, bro.
Bro, back in the day,
niggas don't wash their hands, eh? Niggas don't wash their hands,
bro. You remind me of a time back in varsity when I went to the bathroom there. Me and the librarian, we went to the bathroom. Not at the same. Not together. I walked in first, and then when I'm pissing, and then when I just look to the side, I see him walk in, and then he goes to the stall or whatever, right? So there's another nigga. Oh, he didn't go to the store. He went to the one at the end. And I'm happy that as real men, we still play chess in terms of the urinals, because we're not going to stand right next to a nigga,
bro.
Cool.
Okay, no, I'll wait for you to finish, bro.
Yeah, we play chess at the urinals. So he went at the end while I was at the very beginning, or the second one from the beginning.
Sure.
It's cool. So I finish, and then I'm now washing my hands. And then he's still busy. And then another nigga came from the actual stall itself, and the man didn't flush. It was a white guy. Didn't flush. He just walked out.
Damn.
We looked at each other.
Damn.
I finished washing my hands. He went and actually grabbed the wet wipes, because there were wet wipes there. He went and grabbed the wet wipes, and we ran out of there because we're like, what type of fuck shit bomb did this nigga leave for us to smell in here? Niggas.
Man. Yeah, niggas have terrible etiquettes in the bathroom, man. I think, and low key, I think this is why, like, niggas bomb out so much when, like, you're bringing a shorty back to your crib. Like, I'd always talk to niggas, man, like back in varsity days, where that landed everything, got her back to the crib, did everything, but then he didn't smash because the bathroom was in such disarray. And man, even the bathroom, man, you gotta set it up in a way where it smells good, it looks good, everything looks organized, and because there's certain things, bro, that can kill your game fit. They will hit you on the counter attack as soon as she walks in that bathroom.
Bro, the bathroom is always the first place. Like, of course, you're gonna wake up in the morning. Like, for me, I like cleaning before I take a shower. Like, I clean first, and then, okay, depends. Like, I like to clean first, but then the last place I'm gonna clean is the bathroom. So I can just take a shower first, and then clean the shower, and then clean the whole bathroom in general. So I know that this part, I don't have to come back in here, and it's always gonna be fresh for the hunt. Because one thing a hunt is gonna do is gonna go to the bathroom and finish your toilet paper. Straight up.
They chew it, dog. They chew it, dog. They chew it, man. I don't know what they do. If it's like Umjita has gone from buying, like, for a whole month, bro, like 4, maybe 5 rolls will do. Niggas are now, those big ones, those 24 joints, bro. Man's doing that monthly now, man. I'm like,
yeah. No, I pull up the 9-piece, but then the 9-piece is also starting to look like, nah, man, it's not enough,
bro. But like full time, bro, you need the 24-piece. You need
when you live with your chicks, yeah, for sure.
Bro, you need, like Urambo Feds, how we'd have the guns with the bullets hanging out. It's exactly like that, man.
Bro, the amount of times, like, if you're chilling, of course you live with your chicks, so you won't really see the difference. But for us, when we go chill with our chicks or whatever, the amount of time she gets up to go to the bathroom versus you just sitting there.
That's insane, bro.
You can count the trips, and it's just like, damn. Especially when you're like drinking on top of that.
It's insane, bro. It's insane, crazy things. But man.
Bro. But say no, we had to, I just had to make sure that this nigga had to be judged. But yeah.
Speaking of dropping bombs, bro.
Tell Flex to drop a bomb on the shit.
Speaking of dropping bombs, bro. Iran was like, nigga, what's up? Iran pulled up on some nigga, what's up? We're spinning the block on you.
But yeah, I think I learned of this social media game. Just go light niggas up.
Nah, man, I like it, bro.
I don't mind it. I don't mind
like
this,
it,
but
bro.
it's just, just to show us what's up and then let them tell. Okay, and actually, no. They can't tell it because Israel will spin it. That's true.
I like it, dog. I
Yeah, no.
like it.
It's
I like
right.
it.
Yeah, you're right.
You
That's how
look
this
in the
supposed to be.
nigga, and then you go and post it, and then you put like a blow-by-blow analysis thereafter. I like it, bro. I like this new style. Like, this is going to be the first World War where we're going to have blow-for-blow tweets. Like, even the ones where they were like, imagine back in World War II, if you still had Twitter, bro. Like, but
No, bro. If niggas still had, or if Chris was around in World War II, niggas would have seen a picture of Hitler and said, "Yo, shy, yes,
yes,
yo, shy,
that's what they
yes,
look at the trip. Look at the trip.
yo, shy, Hitler, my friends are gay."
Swagger, rockin' swagger, trippin' swagger, 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 shady swagger, Havana swagger, Tina.
Yo, shy, continue VW, la bugi motaka dog,
You in a foreign.
Oh,
Hey,
shy, VW, la
German card, boy. Hey, bro, and low-key question. Bro, did Hitler bring the fade in? Because like niggas up, like if you think about it, the 30s and the 40s, niggas weren't doing fades like that. But that nigga had a serious taper, bro.
Didn't Oppenheimer in the movie have a fade?
Yeah, but I know, bro. But no. But the Germans, they went the skin fade. Like I'm talking about the one where you bald at the sides and you got that taper on the side, bro.
No, because I feel like
a proper one.
Yeah, because isn't back then they had no. Actually, the bowl cuts for white people came like in the 80s and 90s, but back then it was more so like it's like that's where the comb over started, but they did it in their own way. If you get what I'm saying?
Like they comb over, but then they shaved the sides. Like the Schultz one, dog.
Hey, I got Schultz, bro. And the problem that nigga, he's a comedian, so he's gonna keep it when people hate us. That's the problem. Comedians like pressing niggas.
Bro, the Schultz one, dog. Like Hitler came with that fresh fade, the fresh one. But bro, it's like we really are in the end game now. Like the only thing that keeps me somewhat calm is the fact that we don't have any smoke with anyone, bro. Like we don't really have serious ops like that have that type of firepower. The only thing that would get us cooked is if like Cupcake puts us in on something. But like we're last resort. Like I feel like low-key nuclear warfare, we could come out as winners because it's like no one has a reason to come for us.
We have resources on top of that. Sabo, Iran and Israel don't have resources, but they have heavy political power and things like that.
No, obviously, all Iran have the gold and the oil. The Persian Gulf, that's where all the oil is. So they're consistently scrapping for that oil and that territory.
Oh, yeah, true.
And also the trade routes, because that place between Yemen and I think it's North Africa, the Suez Canal. That's like one of the trade ports. Like there's a piece of land that they digged out in the early 1900s so that ships can pass through from the east to the west through that channel. And then the only other way is if you go all the way around Africa, and then obviously our ports either on the east coast with Durban Harbor or PE, or then on the west coast with the Western Cape joint. So that area, that region is always politically unstable because niggas are trying to claim control of the Suez Canal. So that's also a reason why.
And the thing that fucks me up is that this fight for the Suez Canal has been happening for generations, on decades, centuries on centuries. And it's like still to this day, like that's what I'm saying. See, yes, we've done a very good job of not being fucked with like that. Yeah, well, because we have so many minerals, diamond, gold, coal, etc. And a lot of people don't fuck with us like that. Yes, there is illegal mining, but we can control that. And what's the thing called? Conspiracy theory that's actually controlled by our politicians, but that's another story for another day. But we actually have our shit on lock. That's why you're actually right by saying, Azzy, we don't really have beef with niggas like that. America tried to stop beef and then it just ended like that because niggas' egos got in the way. But it's just like, nah, man. We actually secure, but I don't know in terms of manpower how secure we are. Not even manpower, but like weaponry.
Military. Like for me, it's like we are almost like a proxy state. This is why everyone has a stake in what because China is trying to get on, BRICS is trying to get on with Russia, and then it's almost like it's a split down where the black people are and where the white people are. Because obviously with apartheid, they had the West aligned with apartheid quite a bit. Obviously towards the end, when it started to get too heinous, they had to put in the sanctions and everything, and that's where niggas started doubling down and saying that it's a crime against humanity. But for the largest piece, man, they've had unfiltered access to all the resources, and the fact that we are also geographically situated where we are in South Africa it has both ports. Think about that. The West Coast and the East Coast. So we can have all the traffic coming from the west to the east through the Western Cape. We can also have all the traffic coming from the east to the west.
Onto the
yeah.
No, I'm saying aren't we the only ones that have the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean?
Correct. Atlantic, is it Atlantic or Pacific?
Pacific.
All right. But yes, we are the only country, I think, with all of that. And we are one of the most secure routes from one side to the other.
Exactly. If you wanted to really go around the world, like literally like around them, around the continents, you'd have to pass through us.
Yeah, you do. Well, it's one of the safest ways to pass through us because, like I'm saying, it's a secured route. There's what you call now, what's maritime, navy, and all of that stuff along our route. So, you know, it's a safe route. Pirates are not going to jack your shit. So you're pretty cool. But if you try to go through other unsyndicated ways, you can still get there, but it's going to be a long trip, my man. And niggas are going to come after your head.
A sidebar. Like it's always kind of not fucked up, but it's quite interesting to know that on the west side, on Cape Town side, there's a Pacific Ocean and it's going to be colder because of how that water moves there. And then somewhere at the bottom it kind of intersects, and then on the east we have the Indian Ocean where it's warmer and shit. Like it's the craziest thing in terms of geography and how things work.
Oh yes, Cape Agulhas. So if you go to Cape Agulhas and there's a lighthouse there, you can literally look out at the ocean and you can see like that greenish, turquoise-ish color of the Indian Ocean and then the deep blue of the Pacific Ocean. And if you look up there, it's like a line. You see like that turquoise on the one side and the deep blue on the other side. So it's gorgeous, man.
I mean, God is real, bro. Like, if anything, God is real. Like, for that, like, that's what I'm saying. See, scientists, you can explain things all you want and break it down into molecules all you want. But the fact that, like, no one can actually say, people can say, well, if we do the test, and yes, you can make things logical, but break it down just to human, not even human anatomy, but just break it down to anatomy in terms of how did this even come about? How did the oceans know to stop here? Like, what stopped them from actually colliding? I'm sure scientists have that explanation as to, okay, sure.
I think it's the density.
I was going to say the density and the chemicals.
Saltwater content and blah, blah, blah.
Cool.
But for me, it's like the biggest thing I always have about science is that it's scientific, and there's like the scientific method of, evaluate. Hey, bro, hey, you know the scientific method. I forgot all the steps, man. But the point is the scientific method, you have to have a cause, you have to have a hypothesis, and then you have to have yes. And then you do the experiment, or you run the experiment, and then you have the actual outcomes and effects, and then you analyze those, etc. But how this whole thing started, we were all nothingness, and then we became something out of nothing, off of one chance, out of hundreds of billions of chances. Something that is so unlikely to just come into existence just became. And that's my thing, is that you have all these scientific methods and you're able to break down so many things, which obviously makes sense. But the one thing of where did this all start is based on such wishy-washy logic. So
yes. And bro, and not, I'm not trying to switch lanes, but I'm just trying to make a statement in that why would, like, and this is the thing, like, of course, now everyone, or basically other gens from other African countries are now trying to use the women's method of trying to gaslight us into certain things, saying that South African men wish that there were other men. That will never happen. Our country is beautiful. Our women are beautiful. We are safe here. You know what I'm saying? And when I say listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. When I say safe, I mean relatively safe. I'm not saying like, yes, we have one of the highest crime rates in the world because we actually record accurate statistics. That's another story for another day. But it's just that we are relatively safe here, not even as men, but just as people. Yes, there's a lot of killings and everything, but that happens everywhere in the fucking world. But a serial killer doesn't become famous here. It happens and it stops. You know what I'm saying? Or they get stopped. You see what I'm saying? Like, yes, there's a lot of crimes that happen, all those things like that. But I'm not trying to harpoon on crime. I'm just saying, excuse me, out of all the African countries on this continent, South Africa is the best place to be. I'm happy to be South African, where I can be multilingual. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, well, yes, we have
politically safe. I can say that we don't have a lot of political skirmishes and civil wars and tribal wars. Like if you deep it, bro, the fact that Zulu, Amaxhosa, and Ndebele, Tsonga, Shangane, Venda, Tswana, all these people we can Swati, all these people we can coexist. Yes, they're gonna riff. And they like riffing us, but we're gonna riff and we're gonna send shots in either way, but they're not physical shots. Like, bro, all over the continent, niggas are having full-scale genocides against other tribes, man.
Bruh. And that's why I'm happy. Like, that's why I'm like, whenever I see shit like that's where other gens from other continents are busy talking down on SAMN. And it's just like, I just look at them the same way Casper looked at Soul when he came and said that Noviolas shit. I'm just like, oh, Noviolas. But say, at the end of the day, we will have to pay for the sins of our forefathers. Let me put it that way. In terms of being all hunky-dory with the oppressors and shit like that. But actually, on a random note, I randomly like looked at the top, I think it was like the top 10 richest South African men, and his name just slipped my mind. Who's this member that went to Ramaphosa?
Rupert.
His evaluation is at 10 billion.
Sure, it's more than that.
Fuck. Oh, of course, Pilla, of course. Pilla, if Google says you're this, then your actual value is like ×5, or not that ×2. Let me just say that.
And then there's also all the assets from the activities that we don't know about too, whether those activities are legal or illegal, because it's not like every single piece that he's invested in, he's told the world that every single thing he's doing. So yeah.
Oh, and also our president Ramaphosa Cupcake, he's not an actual billionaire globally. He's a billionaire here, because his actual net worth is $500K US. So he's not a billionaire.
No. It can't be 500K. It has to be more. So it's 500.
Between 500 to 7 or 8, 5 to 8.
No, not K, because K is
evaluation, Payla.
But you can't be. You can't tell me Cyril's.
Sorry, not K million. Sorry, my bad. 500 million. My bad. Sorry.
I saw Tim Begwai.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Money? VT?
VT, yeah, I saw VT on that list.
Fuck that. Oh, he's not a billionaire.
I just saw the VT on that list, and I saw that they tweeted him, and they tweeted Sizwe, and Sizwe he just dropped laughing emojis.
Exactly, because I really believe Sizwe was richer than VT. I truly believe, because he's Sizwe, he's from long line of ANC heavyweights, so yeah, that's gonna stay however it is. Well, allegedly, I don't know, but when AKA spoke about his grandfather, somehow AKA apologized, and AKA was dancing on his ex's grave. So,
yeah, and AKA never apologizes. So yeah, Dinango is from long paper. But yeah, you were saying, sorry to interrupt.
No. That's good. I'm just saying, just look at that list of the top 10 richest. Of course, Musk is number 1, and then there was Rupert's in them, and then there was Motsepe and fan. And you forget, you kind of forget what he does so much shit, and niggas were even this is what I like about us South Africans. It's like, bro, Motsepe is so rich that niggas wanted he wants to build a stadium for Sundowns. The city said no. And then he went and got a stake in Blue Bulls, and now Sundowns can use the Blue Bulls Stadium as one of their home stadiums. Insane.
Too much. Loftus.
Insane. Insanity. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He has, when I was watching, I was basically doing research for the pod, and I saw Jessica Mtaung, and she was just approaching the Chiefs, Kaizer Chiefs fans and everything. And it's just like, you are born into this. This is it's in your blood, so it's like you can't not love this. And that's why I'm wondering, Junior, Kaiser Junior, I know that he must be around in the background, but Junior now, he must be out there with the fans, because this is what your father built. Senior, bro, this is your blood. It's like when the fans sing and rejoice with you, this is what your father builds. People come and rejoice what your father built. So why can't you go out there and celebrate with them? Jessica, she's like a national treasure of some sort. Or like an unspoken national treasure, because it's like you come from royalty, football royalty, you know what I'm saying? Motsepe's kids come from royalty. We don't really give them that respect on, let me say, for that, not in terms of when we see them in real life. Because what I like about being South Africans that when we see people with money, we just carry on. Sometimes it's only like about Casper.
Niggas are ice boys, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a select few. Only like about Casper and them really like gets. I'm talking about general fans, not niggas that just want to be close to them.
All right, I hear that.
Yeah, like just general fans. Like that's what I'm saying. See, like niggas mustn't go hound or just come down, but they must understand that this is someone of high stature from a high stature family, etc., etc. But yeah.
Nah, I hear that. Speaking of niggas who also have shit in their blood, did you see the picture of CR7 with his kid, bro?
I just saw it now. Yeah, I just saw like an hour ago.
And nigga,
his son is his height. Insane.
Oh, he's 6'2" already. Bro, that nigga needs to stop playing and put him on a basketball court, bro.
And he's not even 20, ne?
Bro, that nigga is he's like 14 or 15, bro.
Yeah, well, projects. It should be Project Cristiano because that was a test tube, baby.
Yeah, no, this one, and you can see, bro, that this one was a strategic kid, bro. Like he didn't love the mother, bro. Like he probably chose an athlete. I wouldn't be surprised if we found out it's Serena Williams is this nigga's mom's, man.
That's insane.
Because, bro, even the curliness of the hair, I'm like, whoa, Cristiano, wait.
That's insane. You should have just said Sharapova at least. Put a white person there, damn.
No, like, look at that nigga's hair, bro. That man's hair.
No. Cristiano's hair was curly. Remember when he first moved to United?
Okay, I guess.
When his teeth were fucked up, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. But for me, bro, like even the skin tone and everything, bro, that man's mom's, bro. I know Cristiano.
Cristiano was dark in final when he first stepped on the scene before money washed him.
He's an obese. Is that what you're telling me?
Pretty much. How Cristiano pause. Jesus Christ.
He's an obese.
But no,
wait. I feel like I need to explain that for our non.
They bought with milk.
Yeah, bought with milk, and it's like usually a term used for saying someone was brought up in opulence and makes you look better. But obviously, you can understand why we pause that, bro. Bathing in milk as a nigga is a crazy image, bro. Insane image. But yeah, go on.
Nah, bro. I'm just saying, no, man. You can tell Cristiano Ronaldo. Because Cristiano was dark, he had curly hair, his teeth were fucked up when he first moved to United. Like he was ghetto. Umchito was wearing. He's from Mater. He had. Yeah, he had. It's funny we have one here. But
yeah,
anyway,
we do.
Hey, chiggies. But anyway, he had earrings in. Like he was flash. He was hood. He was hood before. And then he changed. Because even the way Cristiano explained his son, he's like, my firstborn. He's fine. Like I like I'll just leave him to do him because he does what he needs to do. The youngest ones are a little wild, so they take a bit more. Yeah, well, and that's the difference between. Yes, I know that Cristiano Jr. was born when Cristiano already had money, then, but he still saw some sorts of grind and come up. These young ones, they
see opulence, they living
lavish. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Cristiano was saying, no, I'm not worried about him making it because he can do it. It's just I'm only worried about the hunger because I had the hunger. He has the determination, but let's see if he has the hunger type shit. Let's see. And I like the way he was even explaining that. Like, no, man, he's such a good boy. But his siblings, they are some work, but I can book them into shape. But him, I can let him go do what he needs to do, and he'll make sure that he does what he does, type shit. So at least he has that trust in saying it's okay, sure, firstborn, but very like firstborns have that.
You always do. Like your firstborn is the one where you double down on the discipline and everything. Your next one, you almost have the firstborn be a deputy.
Allegedly. I say allegedly because it's not that way for everyone. All my lastborns out there that are the generals of the home. Y'all know what I'm saying. Where the older ones don't do shit. Where you have to do every motherfucking thing. All the lastborns, y'all know what I'm saying, bro. Because there's a group of us on my phone. I know people who are a bunch of lastborns where we carry the weight of everyone, and then the older ones just go do whatever the fuck they want. So
that's crazy, bro. I don't know how that works. Like, I feel like that's almost a thing if you're the lastborn and you're a nigga, and then you have older sisters, maybe. But like, if you're the last, say there's like a family of 4, right? And from firstborn on until the lastborn, you're all niggas, and the lastborn is still carrying everything. That's crazy, bro.
Bro, there's a nigga that we grew up with. Yeah, he has an older brother and older sister who are twins. You know him?
Yeah, I think I know. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so man's he'll just always tell us random stories of what his brother did, or like this is something that happened like just a few years ago. He posted on his WhatsApp status, he's like, well, my brother decided to bring a dog home and now we have to keep it. You know what I'm saying? But then he had to take care of the dog, yeah, bro. So it's just like certain lost bones have to deal with that, and then they go ahead and do whatever they need to do. But yeah, now he was more specific, and he's like, yes, my brother just came home with a dog, and now we must all look after this dog as if like we had a choice type shit, because he knows that his parents won't say shit about it. And it's like, okay,
great.
sure. And this dog is gonna die. I'm not saying in terms of his situation, but I'm just exaggerating. The dog is gonna die if he doesn't actually look after it type shit. So it's like, yeah.
No, continue, dog.
No, I was just saying, yeah, Peter, that's just one of the things where it's like I specifically, my situation is different, my experience is different, where I felt like even now, like, bruh, the fridge came up with an error code. Everyone just left it, and then when I saw it, I'm like, okay, cool, let me Google and see what this error code is, download what I needed to, and then it was fixed. But then other people are like, no, we must call a electrician, and I'm like, excuse me. So you wanna solve an issue with money that you don't have, that you want someone else to pay for, whereas you could have just checked for yourself type vibe. You see what I'm saying? It's like you always want someone else to do some shit, whereas you could have done it yourself. But hey, it is what it is.
I feel like that's one of the things where low-key, it is a blessing to have like a sibling who you can work with.
My nigga, bro. If I had one brother, bro, like even if he was a fuck up, I could still beat him up and then make sure that he does some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can make him feel guilty. But with sisters, you can't, because according to parents, they're always in the right no matter what. So
yeah, because for me, man, me and my little nigga, man, my little nigga is like, he's a wild boy, but
little nigga on a 20 but 4 or 5. He's not a little nigga.
To me, he'll always be my little nigga, man. He'll always be my little nigga, man. No matter how good he does, how much money he makes. But for me, it's always like this thing. He's a wild boy, but the fact that I'm there, I'm somewhat happy, because with niggas, man, I feel like there comes a certain time in a man's life for certain guys where you become successful, right? And when you become successful and you get put on financially, you just get surrounded by yes men and yes women.
Facts.
And sometimes like your peak is about to fall off and there's no one who can call you out, because they either want to benefit, or they don't care enough, or they're not strong-willed enough for you to even listen to their opinion. But I feel like your older brother that you grew up respecting, and even if you make more money than him, but the fact that he's been always a responsible character that you can trust, when that nigga sits you down and be like, my man, because even I saw that with those niggas that sing, man.
Oh, those brothers, yes.
The older brother is not the most famous one, but I saw like a clip or snippets on the reality TV. Like when those niggas are wilding, the older brother will say some shit and they listen to it and they take it. And then they will be like, hey, because the older brother had to quit a lot of his aspirations to put these young niggas through school. Obviously, I've never had to do something that wild, but I know that I've contributed to my little nigga's life. So at any point, whether he makes more than me or not, or whatever, I know what to accept, bro. If you're off like this, I can tell you, and it's going to happen. And I think that thing is so very important, where siblings work together, because I feel like, I've observed that a lot of times there's a competitive element, which is dumb as hell.
Unnecessary, bro. It's so unnecessary. And it's like, bro, like, yo, bro, I'm telling you, I've lived so many different lives, bro. Like, to the point where they will sabotage the shit that you've lined up. Bro,
that is
like,
so unnecessary. That is so not even unnecessary. It's stupid. Why? Because think of it like,
because it'll benefit you.
Exactly. It's like, bro, you are a winger. You are a winger. Like, even look at the Barcelona thing. Rafinha was going for Ballon d'Or,
and now they're trying to push him out.
And for Yamal, right? But in any case, Rafinha, if Yamal has a shot on target, you can't tackle the ball off Yamal to try and score, because at the end of the day, the team must win first, and then the individual accolades can come. If your nigga's doing something really well, propel him, and he's gonna go in the door, and then when he's opened the door, he can open the door for you as well. Just because, and this is my thing of these sibling rivalries things, is that you eat more if you just go together. If your younger brother is dope than you, right? It's one thing for you internally to be able to accept that. But you need to surround yourself with people that will accept it too, because so many times, man, a nigga will have a younger brother or a sibling that's doing so well, and then the mother will get in your ear, oh, you're not like your brother, or your hand will get in your ear, oh, your brother's like this, and then you're thinking, hey, my brother's gonna chow my hand. And say, bro, the hand should not be the person you're trying to save. It's your brother. It's the hand that needs to go with that other person who's talking crazy that needs to go.
You kind of reminded me, my bad. You kind of reminded me of some shit where this other nigga he chowed his brother's wife, and he isn't, since he's the one that's making more money and whatever, he chowed his brother's wife, and then I chowed his chick, and I'm like, so what's the point? It's like you're gonna now sabotage your own bro, but then now your chick is getting chowed at the same time. So what's the whole point of doing that? So yeah, like a lot of niggas, like especially like in terms of a family setting, the person who makes the most money most likely will have a power trip if they're not trying to be for everyone. Yeah, bro. Yeah, they have a crazy power trip, and then it's like how we all grew up in the same house, we all grew up together, but then now you're acting like this. And that's the thing that doesn't get me. That's why I'm like, bruh, if I just had one brother, just one, because it's like with sisters, it's like, yeah, okay, sure, you can do you, but it's like the contribution wouldn't necessarily be as heavy in terms of like the whole. It's like having a winger. It's like having Doku, Jeremy Doku. You know for facts he's gonna break ankles left, right, and center, but you're not too sure. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Whereas you'll have your Cristianos, you'll have your Mohamed Salahs who can hit a firecracker, mans will hit a scorcher, mans will dribble niggas, take ankles, mans will do a crazy Trivela assist. You know what I'm saying? But if he has space and he picks his head up, he'll see you and pass to you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that,
man, and it frustrates me, man. And family rivalries, this thing now where we're young and you killing people and you sending people on people and you trying to stop your cousin, like if your sister's kid or your brother's kid is doing better than your kid, now you're going to go to a witch doctor or traditional healer to put a curse on that young bro. I hate that thing, man.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid, because it's like you can go further together, more so by yourself. And now it's like if you're only thinking of yourself, but it's like that's my thing. It's like when it's like, oh, most of my homies, they have sisters. When you're the only one, most likely the only person I know that doesn't have one. But it's like a lot of them say, hey, bruh, it's just me, even though they're there, but it's just me. Because it's like, it's a thing of one of my homies was like, yeah, nah, he doesn't have a normal office job. Yeah, well, he's more of the entrepreneurial side. So shit's not going to look good on 1 month and shit's going to look amazing on another month. But his sister has a real job, like 9-to-5 job and everything. But whenever she needs something, they come to him, even if the month is bad for him. And it's like, how he's got
to find a way.
Exactly, he's got to find a way. But it's like she has a 9-to-5. She knows that this exact amount is coming next month. So it's like, why can't she just try to, buckle on or try to save until I get my shit together, or until she can have enough for that shit? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it doesn't, like, it kind of changes the rules when it comes to like women and men, because it's like with guys, you can just shape them up, and if you leave them out to the wolves,
there's a standards you can hold them to, but with your it's very difficult to do that because they can always opt out of those standards.
Perfect wording. Opt out. They always opt out of everything. So now, especially with this generation, there's no such thing as a gender role, and gender roles benefited every fucking one. Motherfucking one. So now they want you to go pry, and then they now want you to make the salad, and then they want you to to wash dishes. That's what Hans wants you to do.
Yeah, they want to opt out. Yeah.
In theory, they want you to do that.
Yeah. Obviously, practicals, and this is why I'm saying, bro, like going back to that thing. First of all, your man's a sly for chowing his niggas his hand. Like for me,
no, that's not my man's. Like I chowed his hand. Like I don't know that nigga.
Oh, yes, I was about to judge you, bro. Why you chowing your nigga?
No, I don't know that nigga, bro.
Sensational.
But for me, first and foremost, you can't do that to your brother, man. That's like any nigga that you're close to, man. That's for me, it can't. Like for me, there's just too many women in this world for you to go specifically for the one that this nigga has. There's no way, bro. Like you only going for her because of him. There's no other reason. There's just too many. There's too many. That's number one. Number two, it's also that thing of, like I was saying, one of the reasons why, especially gents, brothers don't see eye to eye because someone had a hand and another nigga chowed his hand, or the hand was getting in his ear and then went to his brother's ear. My thing is, if your hand, you my bro. Your hand comes in my ear. I'm gonna sit you down and be like, bro, son's no good. She's doing this, this, and this. Whatever, move. Because my thing is, I'm here with you. My thing is you. Anyone else who's gonna disturb my thing with you, they gotta go.
Bruh, and that's the actual conversation I had with your bro the other day. I was like, bruh, if this hand that we were talking about before, because we're gonna cut out that first part, but if that hand, so if you and that hand had a thing back in the day, then he must leave it. But if you had to go to him and say, oh, if he had to come to you and be like, hey, Yazi, the son is giving me so much motion, I'm gonna crack, and then you give the go ahead, especially if you states, hey, bruh, whatever happened between me and her wasn't even like a real thing, or it's just a once off that I barely even remember, then that's completely fine. But if he had to come to you and say, hey, bruh, I'm looking for this, and then you explain to him, hey, bruh, me and this chick really had like something like over a month or maybe over 2 months or some shit, or maybe it was like an on and off thing, then he like it's a no-go. No matter if you don't even care anymore, it's still a no-go because it was an on and off and he's your bro. You know what I'm saying?
For me, it's like I hear that completely. And I think one of the things that makes things like that difficult is when niggas don't speak. You know what I'm saying? If niggas are sniping and cooking on the down low and another nigga just goes at it, and it's like how? And if it's like also if you sniping a nigga who you know what's like, well, this one I've been feeling, and then you press man about it, any man about it, he's like, not really, whatever. And then you're like, okay, sharp. Then you crack. That's one thing. But when man is like, you know that nigga's often, you know he's claimed, you know it's everything, you know the full picture, and then you still crack. That's madness. Especially if it was your man's ex, your man's whatever, your man's was cooking
something. Why do y'all niggas care about exes so much? That's one question I'll always ask. Me, anyone can have free game. Y'all niggas can chow my exes. I don't understand. Like, there's not that one ex that I think, okay, sure. Like, why do you guys put so much credence into your exes, whereas they can just chow, like they'll chow whoever they want? I don't get it. It's like
for me, it's like don't assume. That's what I'll say. Don't assume. Like whether you're asking or whether you're telling or whether you're sharing this information, whether you're cooking, whether you whatever, don't assume. This is why I'm saying that conversations are so important, because sometimes things get lost in communication when you are not speaking. That's why I brought that example, that sometimes your nigga will see, like your nigga is trying to snipe a hand on a down low, right? And then you bring up with, hey, I've been talking to this hand such and such, such and such. That's your opportunity to say, bro, get off that. I want this one. Bro, I want this one. And then man will be like, all right. Because now if you don't say anything, you can't be feeling some type of way when your bro goes ahead and cracks because you didn't say anything. Because once you've said something, you say, hey, bro, this is one I'm feeling. Leave this one for me. And if your bro's a real one, it's like, oh, my bad, dog. My bad. All right. No, that's all you, my boy.
Bro, like for me, I don't agree 100% because the way I work, I'm like, my exes are all free game. Like, I really don't care. The only thing that's is weird is if it's like a most recent ex, like my most recent ex, and then you're on that. So it means that you're watching the whole time trying to enter. Then I look at you funny.
You see what I'm saying? But all this thing can be avoided with a simple conversation, though. Just tell them what's exciting. Boy, I want. Even, and I'm not even talking about it. I'm talking about it from both angles. Whether it's your ex that a nigga's going after, or whether it's my ex that, you know, I'm also of the same thing, that once that thing has ended, it's past. I don't care. It doesn't have real estate in my mind. But it should be just a general thing, and niggas just talk. Except, I'm feeling here. What are you saying? Nah, right. Boy. And also another thing that I really don't like is that now, because of how like the climate is, niggas are actually afraid to say where they're feeling a hand. So niggas will act like it's all good, and then it happens, and then niggas will beef you afterwards. So, like I'm saying, if it's your bro and you're that close, and like you're real niggas, man, if you're feeling a hand, and because I think in everyone's mind, like low-key, I don't know if niggas feel this way, but I feel like niggas are afraid now to claim a hand because they're afraid of that. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Like,
but wait, my bad to cut you, bro. But here's my main thing. It's like, yes, I've explained my terms and conditions. However, you're right by saying that you have to have that conversation because even though I wouldn't necessarily care about that specific ex, however, she's the one that keeps coming back. So now I don't want her to now create this rift between us. Exactly. Where it's like, okay, I give you the go ahead, and then a few months down the line she's back with me again, and then now you get mad, but even though she was with me first, you know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying by the conversation has to happen first, because that happens a lot, because we've all had return to senders a million times, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And this is what I'm saying within the context of the overall conversations about brotherhood and being brothers. That's like a lot of niggas who have been close niggas, man, their things have gotten messed up by a hand. A lot of gents, man. A lot of gents. A hand was at the center of this nonsense that they did. Sometimes it's money, sometimes it's whatever. But like now we are getting to a phase in our lives where we're making money, there's business deals, there's all of these things that we're trying to do. So now it can be skewed towards money more, but just coming up. Like if I can just look at my niggas who've beefed for the past 10 years, it was over some hand shit.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's also like, and this is what I keep saying to people, like, people don't, or the public doesn't differentiate about, or doesn't necessarily specify when it comes to the context of what happened or the principle of what happened. Because yes, a lot of the time a woman would be in the center, but you could be on somehow, bro, go do what you do, and you could say it 1,000 times, and then the nigga will try to rub it in your face that he's doing what you said he's okay to do, and it's like, okay, now you're doing weird stuff towards me because now you're trying to make me feel away. That's the principle part. Because like for me, it's like, yes, I really want to fight this nigga, because it's like, it's just the principle of you doing this to be weird. You're not, I'm not affected because you're with this chick, but you're just a weird ass dude and you're doing this.
Oh, like where niggas go and clap, and then they come back to you like, yeah, clap this hand, clap this hand.
It's not even that. It's like they try to make it just like, oh yeah, I was with this chick today. It's like, okay, bro, like go do you. I don't care. It's like, continue to do you. It's like, I know she has a small hole. Like, bro, I don't care.
How?
You know what I'm saying?
you know what that is. I really, it's like, it's one of those things where it tells you that guys are underdeveloped, right? Because at this phase of our lives, man, like after 25, you can't wear like a badge. Like you can't wear that you're a serial gallist, right? Like you chow all the hands, but you can't wear that as a badge after 25. I feel like from when you turn 25, like your metrics of success and how you view yourself needs to be within the confines of your resourcefulness in terms of making money, your resourcefulness in terms of being able to organize people, your resourcefulness in a greater context and a greater group of people. Like I'm the guy who can, I'm a mover and shaker. You talk to me, I can sort this for you. I know someone who can do this, that. I can make this, that happen. This thing of you post 25 and you're still bragging with a shizing. Nah, bro.
Bruh, and that's why I said it's just all about principle, because I really don't care. It's not even a me thing. It's like, okay, do you, but then don't become weird about it. And then now it's like, what I was saying earlier is like, no one checked this guy ever, and he did it to a lot of people, and he did it to
man,
like,
that's terrible.
Exactly, he did it to one of his homies that he came up with, and he did it or he was trying to get with his homie's sister, and then she kept rejecting him and everything. And it's just like, do you not have no bounds, like no boundaries? So I felt like I was the one to put that line in the sand between, hey, this is a fuck nigga right here, and I'm not scared. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, for me, it's like, it's all about principle. It's like, I'm not scared of you and your cousins, and that's another thing about niggas. Niggas always want to quote back up. But anyway, I'm not scared of you and your cousins and all this shit. I'm talking to you specifically. And it's like, you know, but anyway, not to
no.
Okay.
That's not anyways. This is actually a very important topic. Like rules of engagement as men. Because I feel like this generation of niggas don't know how to move. Like it's all over, it's all weird, right? It's that, you see that thing of calling backup, that's one thing. Number two, that thing of having no boundaries, right? Because you've brought up a topic that niggas really don't know how to navigate. And I feel like it's meant to be an unspoken rule, but niggas don't understand. Like niggas going at niggas' sisters, man. For me, you can go at a man's sister only if you have good intentions. I'll repeat that, and I'll tell you why I say this. I
disagree, but okay. I don't disagree in terms of you can't do it, but it's just, if at the end of the day, it's like principle.
She's her own person.
It's close by. It's like, it's too attached to me for you to do that. Like I get it happens. Like, don't get me wrong, this is real life. It happens, but it's just like we've discussed this on the pod like many moons ago, like in 2021 or so. It's like,
let's bring it back, dog.
No, of course. But I'm just saying, let's see, like it could happen that when and your homie's sister, you'll have a vibe as strong. So it's just like, it's not even necessarily on some fuck shit, then if something happens, it happened. Yeah, well, like especially if there was no way that I could control that thing happening, it happened. It is what it is. But then now, if you now want to drag, excuse me, if you want to now drag her into the whole world of your fuck shit, then that's a problem. Not because I'm defending her honor, but it's like, okay, now you look at me like a puss because you think that someone that's blood with me, that you can do whatever the fuck you want with them. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm saying that if you don't have good intentions, leave it. Because here's the issue. If you don't have good intentions and if you're not a good nigga, that's another thing. Because one of the things that's going to happen here is that you're going to be in a rift. Because if you know that your boy is a wild one, but your mother's some cheat of eating shit and he's coming to Inganya Sekai, at some point, you and your sister and this guy are going to have some type of an issue. Because people, whether they even if they are not on a vibe thing or he's just chilling, whatever, even if it's like a wholesome relationship, all relationships have issues. And the thing is, if they're going to go that route, you need to say and draw a line in the sand with it, guys. Up until it's some major things, please don't involve me in your everyday petty things.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. And also to go over the points I was making earlier, that same fuck nigga I was talking about earlier, he was the one who asked for my sister's number. And then I told him, listen. And then, because he used to have it back in the day, and then, you know, we moved on with our lives or whatever. But he didn't have it for the sake of, and here's the thing, this is how I know he's a fuck nigga. He, like, his cousin was in the same grade as my sister. So he would snitch on everything that his cousin did to my sister, trying to get cool with her. He would snitch on his own blood just to impress a chick. So then now when he comes back to us for the number, he comes to me, number one. Why are you coming to me?
No,
you know what I'm saying? Number two, I
no.
decided to tell him exactly what she said because she called him a loser, etc., etc. And I copied and pasted and I said exactly what she said. It's like, hey, bro, she said that you were doing this. It's like, oh, bro, you treat her, you treat a girl right. And then she says, I was like, but bro, why
are you crying to me?
Exactly, no, but why are you doing that fuck shit? Why are you now snitching on your cousin? So now that a chick looks at you looks at you as a lame, but you're the fuck nigga in all of this, bro. Like that's where me and that nigga's rift started. And it's like, bro, you know me, I'm not no tough guy, I'm not no gangster, I'm not gonna. That nigga, I truly just want to beat him up for the love of the game. That's it. Yeah, because no one's putting pause on that nigga, and he's doing some fuck shit, and it's weird.
Yo, that nigga, bro. Like you see these things. So this is my problem, Uguti. There's one thing, because I've noticed now, it's popular to try and play like you're a thug or you're a gangster or you're an asshole, because that's what Hans respond to, so to speak. But when you're just a general asshole, like you're not, there's a difference between being an asshole because you defend yourself, you put yourself first, you are not afraid to say no whatsoever, and just being an asshole because you're just a piece of shit human being. Like niggas like that, I don't want anywhere around me at all.
My main thing is that, yeah, you can do all that shit and try, and it's not even that. It's like, my thing is like, if you do a lot of fuck shit to dudes or just to other guys and no one ever checks you because they look like, that's the difference. A lot of niggas think that they can carry on doing the fuck shit because they weren't checked, and you weren't checked not because you weren't doing anything wrong. You weren't checked because they can see the loser in you. It's like, if I fight this guy, I'm going to become the loser. You know what I'm saying? Now, and then also on top of that, the narrative will be we're fighting over a chick, where it's like, no, it's not even over a chick, just to bring everything full circle. It's principle. It's the principle that you acting funny. So my first reaction isn't to fight you, but then now I do want to fight you because I can tell that no one has ever put their paws on you, and you keep doing some fuck shit, and you call your cousins to come help you. That's the shit that fucks me up, or the thing that pisses me off. But
and I'm sure even those cousins, bro, they can see this nigga as a waste man, unless they're all degenerate idiots like he is. But they can probably see he's a waste man himself, and
they can see he's a waste man, but it's because it's family, they're always right.
Yeah, obligation, yeah. But that's why I'm saying, man, that brothers, man, taking care of your brothers, both your brothers who are genetic and the ones that you've made over life, man, that it's such an important thing. And that's why, for me, it's like, I hate people who have to have something happen before they change their behavior, if you know what I mean. They either have to be checked or whooped, or something has to go wrong financially. Like, they can't just self-regulate in the moment, like, oh, damn, I just did something wild, okay, let me make up for it. Before another nigga has to come and tell you that, except, bro, I did wrong like this, I did wrong like that. But niggas who can just see it themselves, you know what I mean? Like, that's it's a lost thing, and I really do think it's part of the pussification of a nation, man. Because I think these niggas, the way they were raised, like our generation was raised really badly, and the absence of men in a lot of our upbringings is what this issue stems from. And I also think low-key, like slightly with me, but there was still a principles thing, because my old man was huge on principles. My old man was always principles, like, bro, I don't care what you do, or obviously he cares what you do, but the principle of which what you've done was born from is more important. I need you to understand the principle behind why this and this and this is done. So a lot of stuff, even though he never talked about hands at length, but I got the gist because the principle behind it was there. You feel what I'm saying?
Bro.
But with so many niggas, sorry to cut you, but just as the last thing I'll say on it is that so many niggas, the principle isn't there. So niggas are just doing things. And once you do something bad, he only finds out because there's negative consequences. But me, I can not do anything bad, but I can see what's this is not a good idea. That's a bad idea. Right? I've done this. I've fucked up in this way. I gotta double back to my man and be like, my bad, bro. Look, this, make it right. Move on.
Bruh. And that's what I'm saying. Like, and this is why it's like, even beating these niggas up, I don't think it would necessarily change a lot. But in the same breath, it's like, I want to catch you where it hurts. So I'd rather have a hun try to tempt you into paying for a run club. You know what I'm saying?
Sensational.
I like those mind games. My nigga, you see when you start using the woman that you know against niggas. Oh, mwah.
Oh, diabolical niggas, man. You're such diabolical niggas. I feel like I don't have time for get back right now.
Exactly. I'll get no. My thing is like revenge. Revenge is like, for me, my revenge is like love. It's patience, it's kind, and it doesn't boast. I will wait. I will fucking wait. I will wait.
Getting biblical on us.
My nigga, biblical. It's patience, it's kind, and it doesn't
boast.
You know why? Because
sensational.
Super sensational.
Sensational.
But the reason why is because I don't want it to fester. Like, I don't want it to fester in me because I don't want to.
Because you're gonna have to go do an abortion.
That's crazy. That's wild.
I mean, what the fuck? Every time I come over here, you always gotta take me through this homosexual rigmarole, man, with your terminology, man. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Nah, man. But like, my thing is like, I don't want to sit and be mad all day, because me, I get mad easily. So it's like, I don't want to be mad all day or all mad at week at you, because you're now taking up mental space that doesn't need to be on you. So I'll keep you in that folder and I'll put it there. I will always remember to go back. There's an asterisk on there, or there's a sticky note on there to go back to there.
Put it on your desktop.
Exactly. You'll forget and I won't. That's my main thing. It's like, niggas will always forget and I won't. It's like, so you forget that you did some fuck shit. And you see, and my thing is, and like I said before, I'm not a tough nigga. So when I press niggas, I love seeing the shock on their face that I'm doing it. And it's like, it's because you did some fuck shit. Like, I don't bother anyone. So the fact that I'm coming up to you on some shit like this means that you did some shit and now you're shocked. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. Let's see, I'm gonna get chicks to make niggas pay for run clubs. Niggas will pay for running outside for no reason. And I'm telling you, niggas will do for pussy. Like that nigga, that type of nigga. I will make niggas do that. But bro, did you hear that niggas are paying for run club? I can't believe this is a real thing.
I couldn't. I thought it was free. I thought we just get on a WhatsApp group and then we all go run together. Niggas are paying. And after you pay, who does the money go to?
And what does it go to? What does it
what does it do? Yeah.
Water bottles in a jade, like, and how much is it? 20 rand a month or what?
I don't know. I think with run clubs though, the one thing I will say is that because I actually arranged an event, like my company, I think the Comrades, the Two Oceans, because we have marquees and all of that. So run clubs actually go to events. So it's like you're paying to be part of the run club, and then the run club will sort everything out for major like marathons and stuff. So you'll be kitted out, you have all that stuff. So the run club, I think, because in our minds we just think of the run club as just running around your neighborhood, but it's actually training to go run in a marathon. And sometimes the running clubs, being part of a running association, you get prize money and you split it with your club and whatever. So sometimes that happens. But because Tina, we are thinking of running clubs and guessing, we're thinking about bums when we go into running clubs, thinking about getting ass. That's why niggas don't think that way.
Okay, that's why context matters. Because I'm just picturing myself waking up in the morning and jogging in the area. So I'm like, now I must pay 20 rand or whatever the price is, or 50 rand just to run in my area. Like, even if I don't pay y'all niggas, I can catch up to y'all niggas and run past y'all niggas. So now you're not gonna talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, no, it's to be part of the running association for the competitions. That's what I assume. I don't know that as a matter of fact. So niggas can cook me if I'm wrong, but yeah, and this is again like the problem with being too pussy crazy is that every single leisurely activity turns into a hunting ground.
true.
Bro,
Yeah.
every like niggas who are pussy crazy make every single leisurely activity a hunting ground. Like Groove has now fully become like a procurement. It's a procurement place for us. Like things like running clubs, things like gyms, things like work, things like anything, bro. Like niggas are trying to procure ass at any single point that they possibly can, and it's crazy.
Bro, that's like paying 700. Oh, that's like using 700 million just to have a conversation.
Oh man, I hate it when you bring up our government, eh? Because every time I see our government, I just feel pissed off.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I saw the headline and I saw a few tweets and I just like
I do.
you know what I
And
do?
then, yeah.
You know what I do? To fuck up my algorithm. I start going to baddies. And just opening their profile, going out, opening the, like different baddies, so that when I refresh, it's just baddies and no political shit.
Yo, that's where you see where the real goodness are, hey? Because every now and again, niggas will post their Instagram search column or their Twitter search column, and it will just be baddies everywhere. And niggas of goodness fit.
Bruh, but like that's how I found out that they were actually just to bring it full circle or do a callback to the first topic, and that there's actually OnlyFans hunts in SA, like real ones. I didn't know, like famous ones that niggas knew. I did not know until
I don't know. I didn't know them either. Like I always find out the shock of my life when they hit you. You know, when you're talking some crazy mess, and then someone will retweet and say, "Oh, is this you?" And then it'll be a picture of you on your knees, hands, knees and elbows. Yeah, boy. You
doctor.
Hey, and they're giving her a skin doctor. Bamshaya silica gel fit. Bamshaya nitroglycerin and
Damn.
And it's the craziest thing ever because, man, you know,
dick appointments.
Sensational.
Sensational. It's getting sticky.
It's getting sticky.
It's getting sticky.
It's getting sticky. Bitch is getting sticky.
No, but you know, this whole thing that you just brought up, bro, how heinous. Like, I'm thinking, I'm running the clock forward now, 20 years. Right? People have families, kids. How heinous is it going to be for those niggas' moms, man? Because digital footprint. Bro, the digital footprint for the next generation of mothers is not looking good, bro. It's sketchy, hey?
I don't care. Like, in honesty, I don't care. Why? Because, yes, of course, it doesn't affect me until it affects me. And I hope it doesn't necessarily affect me in terms of those kind of hands. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But my thing is, like, a lot of the things that are happening today have been around since, you know, the beginning of time, but it's just been elevated or put on front streets where everyone now sees what's going on. And also,
and it's documented. It's
documented, and there's also been an influx. Because I don't know if you saw that video on social media of this high school girl
smoking weed.
Yeah, taking polls for her birthday. 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, this is
we
what
all did
kids did.
Yeah, we all did this. But it's like now it's on front streets, and you know, just now she's going to be the talk of, you know, the church group. It's gonna circulate, and that's the problem.
Nah, man. Like, yes, I get it, but it's like nah, but they're also dumb. Not to bring into Americans too much, but I don't know if you know about the young homie that's always with Kai Sinet. The young one. No, the young one, the teenager.
I'm not sure. But anyway,
Rakai.
I don't know these niggas, man.
Yeah, but then there's another nigga who's actually mad funny. I think he's like 22 or 23, but like he's just a real nigga. Like his name is Reggie, but then they call him Lil Rodney's son. You can tell that he's a real nigga. So he was chilling in bed with a chick, his camera wasn't on, nothing. He wasn't streaming. And then here comes a young nigga because Kai let them stay in his other mansion to like create content. So it's basically like Kai's content house without him putting his name on it type shit. So Reggie was in bed with another chick and they're just vibing, whatever, after chowing, of course. And then here comes Rakai, he sneaks and takes a picture and posts it. And then Rakai's a teenager, comes into Reggie's room and then he's looking for his phone. He's like, and then Reggie asks him, he's like, home treater, why did you post that? The picture of me and that hun. He's like, nah, bro, my phone got hacked and like, bro, you can see his face. And he's like, bro, when I love the way he explained it because he was on some real nigga shit. He's like, when a woman allows you into her space, you don't understand this yet because you're still young. When a woman allows you into her space, you don't get the chance to now broadcast that and put that on front streets unless she does so. If she does so, that's on her. But then you don't get to do that fuck shit because now you're now ruining that trust. And it's like he was breaking it down in an adult way. And yeah, he was laughing and all that shit. But it's like my main point is that young niggas will never understand how the consequences of their actions until they get older or until some real shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back to that smoking shit. So it's like, yes, we do understand that there's a video of a young hun smoking whatever. I'm sure a lot of niggas hit up her DMs, the high school niggas, even older niggas, hit up her DM or whatever so they can come smoke and whatever. But it's just like, you'll now see why your friend should take videos of you smoking. It's now going to come up to you and you're now going to see why this shouldn't happen. Because now it's going to fuck up your opportunities if it does. And now your parents are going to see this, it's going to fuck shit up for you. I want you all those different types of things. So I'm just like, when it comes to youngsters doing youngster thing, bro, I even remember in high school.
Not even a youngster thing, bro. Like for me, I hear that angle and that angle is valid. But for me, it's just as we were saying before, the amount of women with failed OnlyFans accounts and failed baddie accounts, and they've tried to do because between 2019 and 2021, 2022, it was an epidemic. Every second hand had an OnlyFans. And the issue is that content is floating around in the internet. You may have deleted it from your timeline and your whatever, but someone has it. And you fast forward 5-10 years and you've done this huge deal and you're doing whatever. Niggas are haters, bro. And then niggas will just post it. So my thing is that your digital footprint is so important, like what you've posted yourself doing. I'm just happy that I've always been the nigga who's taken pictures and kept it in between my niggas. Unless niggas can open old BBM and mix it things and get those pictures, it's whatever. Because for my... Yeah.
Now, saying, mind you, I would have to show you. I'm not sending you. I would have to show you.
Exactly. So it's like one of those ones where, again, it goes back to etiquette. Like some of the things that as a gent you should know, but you don't know. Like for an example, another one that has been lost, that is in the bro code or the whatever code, is that, bro, you don't share nudes of your missus. You don't share nudes, period. Like if it's just, you don't share nudes, period, ever. For me, if it's just a thing that you were hitting and that you want to show niggas that, okay, I hit, fine, but you don't send them. You be like, hey, boys, wash up. And then they see it. And you don't show face either.
Hold on. Wait, what do you mean? You don't show face in the nudes or you just don't show face? Oh, okay. Yeah, of course.
Like the hand face. You don't show the hand face, bro.
Bruh, because you know what I did many moons ago when Wesley Sniper was born? A nigga... Right, there was a chick that I was vibing with. Oh, not vibing with. This was when I was in third year, there was a first year that came in and like, yeah, well, we were just eyeing each other and all those things. But I didn't really care at the time because I was in a relationship. Cool. So one of the niggas I lived with, he was like cool with her, like super cool with her. And then he had her nudes on his phone and he showed me. And I'm like, okay. Mans went home for the holiday. Me, I was still working. So I was working and studying. So I'm like, I'm staying here. Ow! Cheek clap. Don't do that because we're gonna do that to you, and then she's gonna come back to you, act like things are normal. Then whenever we see each other, we just eye each other and keep it pushing. So it's like, my nigga.
Oh man, you're a filthy boy.
Nah, bro. Like, here's the thing. It's like, it's one of those situations where we were talking about the same chick because we were just explaining, I saw a chick on campus, but we didn't know we were talking about the same chick. Type vibe. So she kept a distant vibe with me, and then she kept made him like a brother type vibe. And then when I decided to enter,
wait, she made him a brother, but she was sending him nudes. What in the sweet home Alabama?
Women send nudes to the, isn't women send nudes to their friends, girls send nudes
Oh,
to their
like
friends.
like is this okay type thing for him?
Exactly. I don't know about for him, but is this fire or whatever? Cool, fine. And then, excuse me, I came back and I chowed, and then he didn't chow, but he ate. He chowed her. Let me put it that way. He ate the box.
How?
So we gave him
the base striker.
Exactly.
Nigga ate the box, but he didn't score.
Exactly.
But
that's what I'm saying. Josie Altidore, my boy. Josie Altidore, my boy. Hey.
Oh my
word. But that's what I'm saying. It's like there's just things that we still gave him because like what we did back in those days, we gave each other standing ovations or God of honors, gosh. So it's like if niggas were clapping cheeks. No, legit. Remember the spot that I used to live at? We used to give each other God of honors. Cause like especially and this is what I don't like, cause niggas will clock when the chick leaves, and then hey bro, like cause me and my ex at the time, we were going crazy, and then like she went home, and then I came back down the driveway. I came back to whole God of honor, niggas like Joe.
Yeah, no, niggas would do that as well. But the thing is, I'm actually where I was at Res, bro. It was worse. I think at the commune when I used to stay at a house was better. At Res it was worse because as you were leaving with the chicks, niggas were doing the most, bro.
The most as in?
As in niggas were clapping, niggas were screaming.
Bro, remember that video? This was like back in 2020.
Yes,
when the chick was loud as a motherfucker.
And then the nigga leaves. He leaves with her, and then the
whole
Riz.
There's a whole God of honor for them. No, but that's true. But that'll teach her though. Stop being loud for no reason, because she knows she's being loud for no reason.
Yeah, she's very extra. When the whole dormitory gets out, even when they were going down the staircase,
bruh, there was winding staircases. Even so, niggas was getting salutes on every single motherfucking floor, bruh.
Oh my god! Even as they were leaving to the turnstile, bro, that's crazy. That's why for me, man, there's so many things that are just a lost art of just masculine. And another one that I feel like I don't have to say, but because of these new age niggas, you do have to say it, bro. Niggas, don't send nudes, niggas, please.
No,
oh my word, niggas ever. Like if a hun wants to see it, if she sends you one and you don't send one back, you invite her over. Please and thank you.
It's not even that. Don't be sharing her nudes either. I don't understand niggas that share other women's nudes.
Yeah, no, sharing nudes is stupid.
I don't.
It's not a group project. You eat what you
exactly.
Want.
It's not a buffet. It's
man.
You order
the
bring
and share. It's not bring and share. You hunted it, you skinned it, you have it for yourself. There's like so many things, man. That's just man, that thing of sharing, especially when you're dropping ones in the group chat.
Aye, man, that's stupid. Now all your niggas must see what you. Here's my thing. It's like for me specifically, I don't deal with a lot of women that's my homies know. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare, but then you will see me come out with another thing that you've never seen, and they won't from another area. So it's just like, why would I now put niggas onto her when this is mine? This is my discovery. Or what do they call today? What's the new slang? My ball.
Oh, I've never heard
my ball. No, the thing that pisses me off about that new slang is that DDG made that up, and DDG is our age. So now he's creating slang for the teenagers to say dumb shits. My ball, you're gonna call your chick my ball?
Oh, like my ball. Okay, I took the ball and I went home with it. Type. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, bro. But staying on Huns and like also to close off the Hun topic, bruh, is it grounds for a breakup if your Hun posts a selfie of herself without sending it to you?
Low-key. I need to have it in the repertoire first.
Of course, we're not being literal, but you know what I'm saying?
It's soft grounds. It's beef. I'm gonna have beef with you. I'm gonna have some beef with you. It's not breakup, but I'm gonna have some beef with you though.
Bruh, there was a time we were recording, and then me and K.A.N.E went on a smoke break. And then I just checked my WhatsApp statuses, and then I see my chick post a fire selfie. Like, Jay just looked beautiful, Jay. And then I just put I commented with the dots. And then she just tried to call me back to back. And I left it, we carried on recording. And then after, I'm like, okay, man, Jigga, what were you doing here? She's like, no, like, you don't forget nothing. You know that I still exist. So why is your WhatsApp sending? And that's like the same thing as when what happened on social media this week. This guy was like, oh, this chick was like, oh, I'm also shaped like this, and the guy was like, oh, proof. And then she posted the video of her, or the picture of her shaped like that, or of her body wearing a bikini or whatever. And it's like, why
you have to prove things to strangers online?
But that's situation in particular, I understand why niggas were like, your girl, when they ask her to do something, she does it. When niggas say jump, she says how high. However, this is social media, gents. Like this is you can now see who's in it for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? So if you're one of those niggas, you know who to go. That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas mustn't be mad about it. Like, yes, you can roast about it, because we need to have that balance online, where it's like we have that fake morality too. You know what I'm saying?
We need it, because if we don't, it gets too wild. It gets. We need to keep a baseline level, man. We need to keep a baseline level, or else it's gonna go crazy.
Exactly. We need that balance of the fake morality. But you know, it's how she's fire body for the love of the game. And now she's also advertising for Seuss's and everything. But it's like, if you can catch one of those early, my boy,
sensational.
Super sensational.
But that thing is just, it's offside, man. I just don't like people. I don't even genderize it. I don't like people who feel the need to impress, especially strangers on social media, man. That's why I'm fairly anonymous. Like, the only place where, if you have my Insta and my Facebook, that's where I click up with people I actually know. But most of my other social media platforms, man, I'm fairly anonymous, because I don't need people being in my business, and I don't like it. It's one of the things I realized as I got older. I don't like people in my business,
bruh. And it's like, for me, it's like, especially when I was younger, I was like, okay, like when maybe from teenage up until 21, I was of the mindset of never post my chick, blah 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 blah. And then after like maybe 22 to 24, I stopped giving a shit. So I'm like, nah, fuck it. What if I do post her? And then now I saw it's high. People have opinions, A, B, C, D. You don't even know this hun. You don't even know me like that, bruh. Hun's from nowhere. Like, and it starts like a whole butterfly effect of stupidity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Excuse me. So it's like Hans that you've never spoken to a day in your life. It's like, oh no, he looked in my direction and he wanted me. How? Since when? You know, it's gonna start.
Small world.
You see what I'm saying? All that dumb shit. All that dumb shit. I used to not care. I'm like, I'm gonna post my chick if I like. Okay, yes, this year on my chick's birthday, I posted her in Jan. I'm like, okay, let me just for the sake of we're going through shit. So I'm like, okay, let me just make sure that she knows that she's number one or whatever. So, but since then I haven't, and that was actually my first time ever in I don't know how many years of us knowing each other type vibe. It was just her birthday, and that was that, and it was excusable, so it wasn't a deep thing. And also, maybe I'll cut this out. Hey, Sexy Red's friend, but I'll tell you. Anytime I post a chick, Sexy Red's friend is always on top of that, either commenting or liking. Like, it's like she's one of those that needs the attention, but I never even gave her the attention. So why does she need it from me?
You know what? I will actually say and give a benefit of the doubt. I just think she's just a nosy person that likes being in everyone's stories.
No, facts. It's just she just likes the attention. Like
yeah.
You know, she doesn't want to do anything.
It's just a puppering thing, nothing I don't even think it's malicious or is trying to shoot nothing.
It's Matandi Zinto,
yeah. It's like bird thing.
Right? No, that's true. Now that's what I'm saying. It's like sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not, but but it's like, okay, now every time, but it's like she just wants to be that chick type vibe, and it's like, and if you don't get it, you would think that she wants you like live, but it's like, no, she just wants.
Then you want to shoot, exactly. It's like that counter where they bait you, where they're playing deep from the back to bait you into a counter press, and then they knock one over your whole midfield, and then they 1-to-1 with the keeper.
Chelsea versus Spurs 2022.
And it's like this thing of or niggas who are too horny, bro. Those things catch them. They always try to counter press when someone's playing from the back, and you need to understand when they're playing from the back, they just want attention. They're gonna play from the back, but you're never gonna hit it from the back.
Sensational.
Yeah,
that kind of also fucked me up, because like when someone came, like this chick was like telling everyone, like back in the day, she was telling everyone that she wanted me type vibe. And then I always ignored it for like weeks. I ignored it because I'm like, hey, well, like when someone says this or when a chick does this, then she's not really serious. She just wants the attention. And then one random dad decides to talk to her, and I was like, wait. And then I realized when I was talking to her, like, I'm talking to an idiot. And then I left her alone. After that, she started going to everyone, oh, he doesn't come up to me anymore. So it's like, wee, you now see what's yeah, boy, no.
Good.
So,
no, man. But this is the problem with gents who are I'm a gents I can't, how do I say it? Like gents who how do I say in English? Forward. Gents who are too forward and they're too thirsty, man. It's like you always bite the hezzy. Like every one step over, you're gonna fall on your backside, bro. They're gonna break your ankles every single time. Like you're always gonna bite the hezzy every single time, and it's not good. And that actually translates to even business, man. Because sometimes you'll see an opportunity and it might not necessarily fit for you, but because there's a bag, you'll bite the hezzy, and then you'll bite off way more than you can chew.
Yeah, I kind of learned that lesson a few months ago, where I thought I could handle every motherfucking thing when it comes to graph or anything of that nature, more specifically.
Sure.
And then once I was in, and I was like, I don't fuck with this at all. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna finish this job just for the sake of getting paid. But it's just like, I don't fuck with this at all. Like, why did I say yes either way? I was just curious to know what's going on here. Now that I know, each time they keep calling me like, oh no, we need I'm cool. Someone else can get that bag, bro. I'm cool.
And sometimes it's worse when it's like either a tender or a project, because now you underrate. Because there's one thing for you to put all the line items there and they cost you, and you cost it and you fairly cheaper than the competition, but then there's a whole bunch of costs that are going to come up. And especially when you're jumping out of your lane, like the lane that you know you can deliver in, and you go into someone else's lane and you don't know all those miscellaneous, because miscellaneous will cook you. See, when you jump and you bite the hezzy too much, miscellaneous items will cook you and you won't finish the project. And I'm not just talking about in business sense, in every sense, bro. Like there's always these things, hidden costs, sunk costs that come and bite you, and you find yourself between a rock and a hard place. Pause. I pause.
Or unpause. It makes sense though. The double entendre still makes sense.
Okay, yeah, it's not homosexual, but anyway, man. I'm just glad we got that off, because bro, that thing was really starting to piss me off, man. This thing of what, and I feel like in my everyday life, I don't really encounter gents like that. I've insulated myself from such gents, because I think where you make friends or where you make click ups, that's where it happens. Because if nowadays you're making a lot of friends through Groove and stuff, you're gonna run into more gents like that.
Facts. But speaking about costs and everything, the transfer window is going insane right now because of the Club World Cup. My God. I feel like Chelsea creates the term Club World Cup tax, because niggas are trying to make us pay millions for niggas. Niggas are trying to make us pay 70 million for a nigga that's 35 million. Or Abo Kittens and all these niggas. Like, I know with Delep, and okay, I have a conspiracy about Delep, right? DM Delep, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think the number 9 curse will hit him, because it's just, if you flop, we'll just say we bought you from a small team. You know what I'm saying? If you do well, we'll take credit. So that's another story.
I just don't think that expectation for him is that high either way.
It isn't. And why? Because he's the physical archetype of, you see, I've said this many moons ago in only one episode, but the Premier League does a very good job at copying. Because as soon as City got Haaland, everyone got a big, tall number 9. Everyone went and collected a big, tall number 9, except for Chelsea. And then we saw, okay, sure, it fucked us up. Yes, yes, we got somewhere, but it fucked us up. And it's like, oh, okay, sure, now we got a big, tall number 9. Liverpool got to Darwin. Darwin didn't do what he needed to do. Arsenal are now getting Victor.
Gyökeres.
Yeah,
Serious.
Whatever.
The one Oshama Kola,
50 something.
90.
This calendar year or last year?
The last calendar year, like out of 100 games, he's hit 95 or 96 goals. He's a serial hitter of the goals.
Then why niggas still praising Messi's 91?
I I think it's not even in a year. It's not in a year. It's
over him
it's
being there.
Yeah, like over 100 games. He's done like something like 90 something goals. So it's insane. But I think overall, niggas are just apprehensive because the Portuguese league, you can do crazy numbers and then the niggas don't come out that great.
Right, but about transfer sagas, I stopped believing in transfer sagas when I was like 19, 20. Because I was like, you know what? I'd rather see the person sitting behind the Chelsea billboard signing, putting pen to ink, rather than hearing a rumor that's just something that was said. The only rumor that was actually true was not entirely true, but that was bubbling for a long time and is now becoming real is Andy Robertson to Atletico Madrid. That was the only one I saw early and I ignored because I was like, why would Andy Robertson leave? And I don't like this thing of people blaming Bayern for buying players and all those things. Like, look, not even Bayern, the Bundesliga in general. And they're like, oh no, the other teams, your crowd will compete with Bayern, but then you'll sell your players as soon as you guys win something. Look at PSG. Look at every fucking club in the world. Everyone is being dismantled. Players are moving to different clubs. Now everyone, like, I feel like now, especially in the transfer window, in this transfer window specifically, a lot of clubs are doing real business to win shit. Before, it was just to sustain the team or to build a team. Now niggas just want to win. And I love that shit. Niggas are going for the fences. Niggas are paying whatever for players. I really love that shit, bro. Like, I love this transfer window, except for Chelsea, because Chelsea are just buying just to buy, and it's pissing me off. Like, yeah, boy, Mandem FC, like, they're just buying random niggas. It's like how I do in FIFA manager mode. I buy young niggas, and then I know for a fact that I'll just simulate the shit, and then they become good. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that. And my thing is, you see this, it's almost, hey, I don't want to get woke with this, but it's a capitalist issue, because if you think about it, there's only like 5 or 6 football teams in the world, and then the rest of them are just selling clubs. You really think about it. You sit down and think about it. Like, there's 5 or 6 teams in the world.
10. I would say
10. Less. Like,
okay, yeah, 7.
Yeah, about 5 to 7 actual teams in the world, because Bayern Munich is one of them. Madrid, Barca, I'd say maybe at Chelsea, maybe.
Not maybe at Chelsea. We don't try to make profits because we have money. We don't sell this for profits, because we would have sold Enzo long ago if that was the case.
But most clubs are just selling, man. And this is why that Bundesliga thing irritates me, because literally there's been at least 2 years where we didn't buy a single Bundesliga player. I know in 2022 we didn't touch one. We bought like Mane and De Ligt and Gravenberch and Daley Blind and Cancelo and all these different niggas that we bought. Didn't buy a single Bundesliga niggas still sold. They sold Haaland to City. They're selling Bellingham here. They sold this nigga there. They sold Konate. Like, my thing is that the reality is most clubs are selling clubs. Even if you go over to Italy, bro, if Juve get a dope nigga, he's gone. Someone's buying him. AC Milan, bro, they're clearing house. I heard you niggas are going for Maignan. I heard Theo Hernandez is on his way out. Leverkusen, bro, they've lost half their squad as it is. Boniface has gone to with the Arab money. It's like
no, but I saw some slander before you continue. I saw some horrendous shit, and I kept thinking about the conversation we had in the last pod. They're like, hey, bro, why? Because I don't know what Rooney did. Rooney said something. I didn't watch the video, but apparently he was being egotistical about some shit or his ability. And then niggas are like, hey, bro, all you young niggas don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. So Weez was a problem for every fucking one. Internationally, Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup, everywhere. It was an issue. And also,
Weezy was an issue.
And also, someone made a great point on social media where they're like, if you had to clone one player 10 times, Weezy's team is the one that I would take, because we've seen him at striker, we've seen him at cam, we've seen him at defensive mid, we've seen him at centre back. I mean, not centre back, left back. That man can do anything, any fucking thing.
Yeah, he's just a baller.
And but he was helping United at the time because niggas were starting to dwindle there, bro.
Yo, he really was. And Weezy is just what you call a baller. He's a specialist, obviously, but he's more of a baller. It's like, but still, in that sense, I will still say Neymar and Lewandowski are better than him, because in the same role.
No. Weezy, baby. Hi, bro. Hi,
Neymar.
Bro. I'm sorry. Neymar's a left winger. Weezy's a striker, bro. 2 different positions. Neymar is going to be more.
Levy.
Bro, even the Lewandowski thing was still hurting me, bro. Like even last week, I'm like, Sakonu Rooney, bro. Sakonu Weezy, fan. Bro, Weezy was feared. Lewandowski wasn't feared. It's like we knew he would score, but he wasn't feared. Weezy was feared.
But what are we saying now, bro?
He was feared about Bundesliga niggas, bro. Come on.
Champions League niggas, man. What do you mean?
How long did it take for him, Lewandowski himself, to win? It's 2020. That's when he won it. You see what I'm saying?
Niggas also, Champions League is not an individual thing, because Messi won the Ballon d'Or without touching the Champions League. It's not an individual thing, but what is an individual thing is what you can do. That's why,
bro,
when you look at Champions League stats, it's Messi, it's Ronaldo as the top scorer, then Messi, then who's the next nigga right after them?
Bro, but here's my thing. It's like niggas were scared of Bayern in general. Niggas weren't scared of Lewandowski. Yes, niggas made plans and devised plans because, especially when he was red hot and scoring 60 goals a season, yes, I completely understand that. But Weezy, every single season, ever since he was 16, he was a problem, a serious problem. Lewandowski wasn't a problem from jump.
I hear that, but I don't think that's the reason why I would argue Rooney is better. Like, if I had to do a counter argument to myself, I'd only say, like, as a complete footballer and his ability to track back, pass from deep, score goals, dribble, before he got, you see, when Rooney was still plump, like, I've never seen a fat nigga run that fast, because that guy was fast, bro.
Bruh, you shouldn't eye test, he beats Lewandowski with that eye test. This is what I'm saying. Like, there's so many factors, goals even, top scorer for England and United of all time.
Yeah, but Levy, there's not many strikers that beat Levy. On goals, is there?
Goals in total of all time. He's a top scorer for his country and club, or his
no. But is Rooney in 500 club? Let's start there.
Let's check. Let's actually check this. Let's actually check this. Because always in front of me, bro. I didn't like the slander. I kept listening to the episode over and over. I'm like, nah, the Lewandowski thing doesn't hit.
For me, it definitely hits.
Goals has Wayne. Wow, Wayne Rooney scored. Okay, 366.
Yeah, he's not even in the 500 club, so we can't have the goals chat.
But okay, we can't have the goals chat, but every other
I hear that. Like, bro, I hear that.
That's what I'm saying. If you look at sliders, like not sliders, but like attributes, that's the only one attribute that Lewandowski beats him on, which is goals.
But he's a striker, though. This is what I'm saying. Like, for me,
Lewandowski probably has more goals than Pele, but Pele was a better player than him overall and everything else. You see what I'm saying? Upele created skills. That's all about Neymar, about Cristiano, all doing today. Upele was the archetype of samba, of football. He was the essence of football. Maradona was dope as shit, but he wasn't football himself. He was just dope as fuck. You see what I'm saying? Huge difference. That's what I'm saying with Lewandowski. I get it. Man scored a lot of goals, but it took him some time to get there. And he did it at the latter end of his career when he was supposed to peak. Because you are supposed to peak at 26, 27, 28. You are supposed to.
No, Lewandowski has been a fireman since 22, dude. Think about what you
not to that extent, bro. Like at Dortmund, he wasn't that. Yes, he was firing, but it got to the 2011, 12, 13. That's when niggas started. That's when he really started picking up. But
he was 20. He was like 21, 22 around that time. When that nigga dropped a 4-piece on Madrid's head, he was like 22 years old, dude. And who else? Like Lewandowski was the only nigga who did that for a while until I think Benzema. I don't know who dropped a 4-piece. I still think to this day, no one has dropped a 4-piece in the semi-final.
Bro, forget that specific stats. Weezy dropped a hat-trick in the Champions League on his debut for United.
I hear that.
That's how he just entered the gates. That's how he came in and didn't stop until he left United, bro. Like
I hear that. For me, both of these niggas have crazy things, but like again, I can hear the fact that he's a more complete footballer. Same way I can hear the fact that Suarez is a more complete footballer than Lewandowski, but Lewandowski is the best striker. And I'm saying that Rooney, you can't say, okay, we're comparing a striker to a striker, then you're going to bring in all the other stats. Like as a striker, number 9.
Okay, but as a number 9 position, it's not only goals. Yes, that's your primary job is to score goals 100,000%. But the thing is, like, you have niggas like Messi and Ronaldo who have done that from wing position. So yes, it doesn't lose value because as a number 9 started dwindling a little bit in the 2010s. Like they were kind of shaky a little bit. So
whoa, Ganjan, bro. How?
From like 2014 onwards, there were a lot of number 9s there were very few number 9s. That's why Ben's winning that Ballon d'Or. It wasn't shocking, but who else was going to contend for that besides Lewandowski? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. From the 9s, yeah. Like, but in the 2010s, there was Suarez, Levy, Ibra. Higuain would come in every now and again, then disappear, drop off. There was Cavani. There was
there were a lot of snipers. Drogba
was more 2000s, yeah. But yeah,
08 to 2011 or to 2012 was Drogba's time.
Yeah, all right. Drogba, it was after Drogba, but there was
after 2012, the number 9s were kind of dwindling because Pep made the false 9 a real thing, and then Abo Cesc Fabregas started playing false 9, and they just started blurring the lines too much. So it's like the number 9s almost lost their place, but then Lewandowski just stayed doing what he wants or what he needed to do.
Yeah, there's a few crop. Even the best strikers right now are mostly from that era. Because you can argue outside of Haaland, but like K.A.N.E is not from now. He's not a new nigga on the block. He's an old head. Probably you can argue Isak, but I hear what you're saying. But I still think as a striker, just out and out number 9, I always pick Lev.
Bro. If we use that logic, I can put Harry Kane in the top 20 of all time, or even top 15 of all time. If we just use goals,
I think Harry Kane belongs there.
Doesn't belong there, but he's. If I had to put goals only, well, actually no, he does a lot. Goals.
Harry Kane belongs there. It's just I think the Harry Kane's biggest issue was Tottenham. He stayed at Tottenham too long. Like honestly, if Harry Kane went to a serial winner club and he continued doing what he's doing, he was gonna go into GOAT conversations, but he stayed at Spurs way too long. Came to Bayern or left Spurs way too late. So I don't think Harry Kane is a waste man.
No, he's not a waste man because he's not part of the streets won't forget. Especially now that he finished his story or his mission of winning a trophy. Got it. Now he can do whatever the fuck he wants and relax about it, and he can score as many goals as he needs to. That is completely fine. But I'm just saying there are multiple niggas. It's like about the Mount Rushmore, because I think they put a Mount Rushmore of strikers. Oh no, wasn't it of strikers? It was something else though. But if
defenders, and then was it defenders, the one where you came back for Terry and thing, and I'm like, bro, how do you have a Mount Rushmore of defenders for Champions League for niggas who only won one?
Yeah, but like, but how many people have won more than one in terms of defenders? How many of them have won more
there's
than
a
one?
lot, bro. There's a lot.
Weren't there? Because was Ramos on there?
Ramos was there, but there's a lot of defenders that are similar in ability similar in ability to Terry. I think Ferdinand was a better defender altogether with all the things. Terry was a good defender.
Was a better defender than them. Vidic was a better defender.
Yeah, he was.
But what I'm saying, my point wasn't Terry. My point was the conversation could be there. It's not something that you could just brush off to that extent.
Sure. But I think, like I said, there's levels to this. Like Terry is not in the GOAT conversation. He's in one of the legends conversation.
He's in the English GOAT conversation.
English GOAT. Yeah, for sure. And that's the difference between like a local legend and a global footballing legend. It's like no matter where you go, this nigga is just, you know what I mean, recognized.
Bruh, that's true. But one thing I actually recognized or saw on social media is that I'm going to see the Premier League assists record is 20, I think. And
I think Henry did that when he did a 2020. He did 24 goals and 24 assists as well.
Yeah, because it's Sepa Henry and it's not beaten. And people are saying, no, there's a curse. Because do you remember back in 2016-17, Fabregas clocked 18 by January and never got more after that for 6 months or for 4 or 5 months.
Wait, KDB never clocked more than 20. That sounds highball. Really?
Who?
KDB never clocked more than 20 in the league.
That's the thing. Okay, like this is what I'm saying. Like people are saying that there's an actual curse on that's stats. Is that niggas will clock up to 17, 18 and then fall off. Salah by Feb, he had like 16, 17. After that, nothing. He literally he was 2 assists away from breaking the record. Didn't get an assist after that.
Damn, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
and then
crazy.
Niggas looked at the Serie A assist record and they're like, "Aight, bro, KDB fan," because now he's going to Napoli, isn't?
Yeah, he's at Napoli.
Like, KDB fan, you need to go ahead and clock this thing because in the Premier League that shit is cursed. I remember vividly Fabregas at 18 by the end of December did not assist not one more after that. Wasn't injured at all. That was the craziest thing on earth.
Diego Costa was sleeping then. Because that nigga used to slip through cream. There was a cream fettu, pinches, fettu. Those through passes, those ones that they would accelerate by the time they lift his foot, but then they would decelerate by the time they got to the player at the end. Him and Costa,
Costa walked so Haaland can fly.
Man, for sure.
In terms of strength, because Costa used to fight these niggas, bro. I remember there was a game, I think it was City versus Chelsea, when City players just wants to fight with us for no reason because they were losing. And then Fernandinho, like,
I remember.
Tried to slap Fabregas. Costa got up so quick off the bench. Yo.
Nigga was always ready to scrap.
Always ready to squabble up, bro. Yo, I Costa fine. That's another nigga, bro.
And you see how unkind history is to niggas who don't have longevity. Because like, bro, at the end of it all, like the striker in that generation that's gonna be remembered is gonna be Levy. Because those niggas had amazing seasons, but they died off. Suarez as well, like for 3-4 years, amazing. But then what passion.
That generation barely had strikers, like we said before. And that's the thing. It's like, yes, Lewandowski did his thing because you can't score 50 goals in a season or in a league. How many league goals was that season? 50 or 40?
He broke Gerd Muller's record. But then in the whole season, he did like 69, which is like the same career high as Ronaldo.
Man, remember when Messi and Ronaldo were doing that back to back in La Liga? Yeah. It was insane, and they weren't even strikers. Like, that's what I'm saying. Those niggas kind of wiped out strikers. Where niggas was like, oh shit, wingers can actually. Maradona was the first winger that could actually fuck niggas up, but that's another.
It was
story.
more of like a second striker. It was the guy behind the striker. But there, Maradona was like, he just played anyway. He just played anyway on the pitch. Like back then, football was not so structured. Like Maradona would just take the ball and find a way to put it in the net.
Now he was the first false nine, Maradona, if I really think of it.
Yeah, maybe tactically, but in any way or case, I understand your Weezy thing. Like, Weezy is disrespected, and that's going to happen to a lot of players because if you let time go for too long and young niggas come up, young niggas are not interested in research and history.
And that's why I'm glad Mike Gold still gets what he deserves, because Chelsea dropped their third kids and everyone's like, hi, I want J King. And I'm like, thank you guys for actually giving niggas what they deserve, because this man.
What's this?
Drogba. Chelsea's third.
His third kid.
Chelsea's third kids. Because isn't Ronaldinho modeled PSG's one? Because they all took a picture together. Ronaldinho was wearing PSG.
Yes. Oh, man. Come on. Nike was cooking. Nike was cooking so much. Like, bro, Adidas is killing us, bro. They're killing us. Have you seen Bayern's kids?
The home kids are, bro. That was lazy.
Bro, oh my god, bro, I'm so vexed.
But there's a training kit that Chelsea has that looks like, it's actually a copy and paste of PSG's one. Remember my PSG shirts?
Yeah.
It's something like that where there's a design, but it's a Chelsea one. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get that for my birthday. I'm like, yeah, that's something nice I'm gonna get myself, my nigga. Like, shit. That shit was, and it's black because I mostly wear black, but yeah, it's a black and whites with design and beautiful. I don't usually buy training shirts, but it's beautiful, beautiful shirts.
Yeah, man. But the most beautiful thing was this podcast, man. By far, the most beautiful thing was this podcast, man.
And also, I've been sipping this whole time, but then the both of us, we didn't actually get any Uncle Ruckus moments. So for the
man, you know what? Our English performed very well.
Yeah, well, Kendrick Cards has helped me this week.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, man. You can feel like when you've kind of got too much that you are all out of English. But, man, we all know what this was. You know what it is, and you know what it's always going to be. The world's most sensational podcast with yours truly, Bavaria in your area.
Wesley Sniper.
And as always, it's been a pleasure to serenade your ears with the sweet sensationalism.
Sensational.
That is the Let Me Mansplain Podcast, where everything goes. Just as long as you can mansplain it, we out.
We gone.